Hey, hunters.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Oh my gosh, I'm still not off the cloud from last weekend. Ah, I'm like so excited to talk about Coin Hunt Fest again.
Yeah. Sorry we're late, guys. Lots of stuff going on. Hey, Hoth. Hey, Feed Goat.
Hello, Feed Goat. How's it
Wait,
going?
what's with the
Everybody
question
see my hat?
mark? Please tell me you can hear us.
Oh, yes. Let's make sure you all can hear us. Okay, I had to come in hot with my Vegas attire, but it's cutting off circulation to my brain. So we're back.
Hi,
Hello,
PBL.
PDL and LDS. Hi,
Hey,
Shu. We
Shu.
missed you. Missed you so much. Hello, Beats. What is up?
Beats.
Oh my goodness.
Beats is
Dude,
never in here. Hey, Beats.
he pops in every once in a while, but
Yeah.
yes. Hayes, we missed you. I really missed Hayes at Coin Hunt Fest.
Yeah.
Hi, V-Dubs. So many familiar faces. It's like really great to meet all of these people in person. I wish you could have been there, Korkio.
Yeah.
You were there in spirit though, and I still have you with me. Excuse me. Oh no. Wait. It's not gonna work.
Oh,
Oh, wait.
there you go.
Just don't move.
I'm telling.
Oh, okay.
Oh, thanks, Beats. Uh, so I'm telling you, like we got off the boat, we went to our hotel in Miami that we stayed at for a night before we came home, and I was going through Twitter, looking at all everyone's photos, the photos you posted, and everything, and I started seeing all the like photos you did with like holding up me, like on the party bus, and then around Vegas. And like I literally started crying. I was like, oh my God, this is the sweetest thing. And
Aw.
my boyfriend was like, man, that's a good friend. I'm like, yeah, I
I really wanted to have you there in spirit, and it's actually funny. VW Rules chick reached out to me, and she said, "I thought of a way you could take Korkio with you to Vegas." And I said, "Is it getting a cutout sign laminated and putting it on a popsicle stick?" Because check, already done. And she was like, "Oh my God, yes, exactly." And I was like,
know.
"Oh, this actually isn't my first time doing this." So
That's great.
yeah, it was great to have you there in spirit. And I have to say, the amount of people that came up that expressed their support for the pod was freaking awesome. But also, we're just like, oh, I wish you would have brought like Korkio pins, or like they just were wishing you were there. It wasn't the same without you.
Aw.
So
Next time.
yeah, and like, yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
I have a laundry list of people I want to just like shout out this episode, because everybody who attended Coin Hunt Fest were just absolute rock stars. And I could not have pictured it going any better. Like, hands down, probably one of the best events I've ever had the pleasure of being able to plan. And I mean, the team, the attendees, everybody was just fantastic and had so much fun. And you could like see it on their faces, and the energy, like, no matter where we went, especially the strip, was just like contagious. I think there were people on the strip like, oh my God, what are all these people doing? Just like following us, like, hey, what are you doing? What are you playing? It
That's
was great.
awesome. Oh my God, Beat says he didn't get a Loth pin. How did you not get a Loth pin? Did you run out? Did you give them all out?
What? I came home with three. So
Wow.
kind of, yeah. What, Beats? I'm shocked. Did you get a Marvin pin? Oh, I hope so. I also lost a lot of pins on the strip during the hunt because they were on our badges. And it was just you know how hunting can be when it's a monument.
Frenetic.
So yeah. So I definitely didn't come home with nearly as many that were given to me. And I'm so sorry if I lost your pin, but
Aw.
my whole badge is still, wait, I have to show this thing off because it is like my most proud possession here. Um, can I? Oh, yeah, let's
Whoa.
look at
That's
all of those.
awesome.
So sick, dude. Like, just Yeah. Oh, yep. Marlon's right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beats says that he has a zombie Marvin pin. Did you do zombie Marvins?
No, Marvin's house did. Dang.
Oh.
So I probably had it in my head, like, okay, I'll get it at the end of the. I mean, we were between Beats and I too. Like, we were both so busy during the times that we did see more of each other. So, um, yeah, I
Yeah.
owe you.
Yeah. Well, I definitely want to hear all about Coin Hunt Fest since I missed all of it. And I still haven't even had a chance to catch up on all of Toasty's stuff. Like, the only video I've seen of Toasty's was his initial getting to the, like, sign in thing. And that's it. Like, I haven't seen anything else. So, I definitely want to hear all about it. I'm going to give you a really short, quick recap of my cruise so then we can forget about it and we can go full on fest. So the cruise
Full on fest title of it.
Full on fest. Yeah. So the cruise is good. I think you probably had the better vacation. Not that there was anything wrong with mine. I had got a lot of sun. It was probably the healthiest cruise I've ever been on because I think I had maybe a total of 3 alcoholic beverages throughout the entire week. Which is like,
I'm like actually impressed.
well, I mean, I don't really like drinking that much anyway, and we didn't get the drink package. So if we wanted a drink, it was like $15, and I was like, why?
No. Not doing that.
Yeah. So, and they gave us we got a lot of gifts from like the 311 cruise 6-man crew. They sent us like these monster waters. It's like a monster can, but they had sparkling water and like flat water, and so I drank a lot of water. And then
Monster.
yeah, yes, and so yeah, so that part was healthy. The other part that was healthy is I woke up at like 6 o'clock every morning, slept really well every night. There was a whole vegan section in the buffet. So
that's awesome.
I ate super healthy. And I got a ton of exercise because I don't know if I mentioned it before, but like I have this rule for myself on a cruise ship that I only take the stairs. I never touch the elevator. So we were staying on the 5th floor, and most of the stuff we did was on the 12th floor. So I would say like maybe 10 times a day I climbed those stairs up and down. Sometimes more than that, but usually at least 10 times a day. I was the only one that did it. Maybe a third of the time my boyfriend joined me climbing the stairs. And then the couple that came,
boyfriend.
a couple that came with us, they maybe joined me climbing the stairs like 3 times. But yeah, so the 311 shows were great. I mean, it was great. There was not a bad place to see the show. I mean, they do it right on the pool deck, but they like they put a floor over one of the pools. So for the entire cruise ship, there was only one pool for the entire boat, because they covered up the other pool, and made like a stage and everything. I found a lot of new music, because the only band I knew of Less Than Jake and of course 311, but I didn't know of any of the other bands. So I discovered some awesome stuff like Arrested Development, which is like a 90s hip hop group, which was awesome. Jungle Fire, which was like an instrumental Cuban funk fusion group. Little Stranger, which is these 2 dudes from Philadelphia that do like They make like loop tracks live, and they play guitar and they play drums and they just loop that stuff and then they rap over it, and it was awesome. They were hilarious. They had this song called I don't remember what it was called, but the chorus was something like, Gwen Stefani, you could be my mommy. Like, because she's getting old. And it was like talking about LA and how LA people, like the famous LA people, are kind of like out of touch, and I don't know, it was really interesting. Yeah,
funny.
and so there was some really great music. And Less Than Jake was, I mean, they're punk. They're not exactly my kind of music, but they are hilarious when you watch them live. Like, they have two mascots that come out on stage and like throw
What?
out like shirts and like masks of their, like, they have like this logo that's they make a mask of. And so like one of them was dressed up like the logo thing, and he would come out, and so he had this mask on. You couldn't see who these people were. And he'd like run around on stage and throw stuff out to the crowd, and he'd be like reaching in his bag, and then he'd pull out a middle finger and like this was like, I don't know, it was hilarious. But yeah, so it was a lot of fun. Roatan was wonderful as always. Our cabbie's name was Michael Bolton, and yeah, and he was awesome, like all people from Roatan are. And he, I needed the beans and rice on the way back to the ship because I hadn't had a chance to get it yet, and so he pulled over to like his friend's restaurant and got me some beans and rice. And
Aw.
yeah, and my security guy at the beach, Albert, was not there, but his brother Frederick was, so I got to talk to him a little bit.
Oh, nice. I was just gonna ask if you ran into him.
Yeah, and then the snorkel guy, yes, Shu, like the guy from Office Space. And also like the singer, apparently.
Yeah.
And then the snorkel tour guide, Tino, was not there. It was his day off, so I didn't get to see him. But Belize was, it was a cruise ship owned island, so I mean it was a resort. I mean, what do you expect?
Yeah.
Very
well manicured.
Yeah, I did have a first while snorkeling in Roatan though. I saw a spotted eel, which I had not seen while snorkeling before, so that was really cool. Didn't get to swim with any squid or sea turtles or octopus though. I guess it just like wasn't the season. So no squid, which was kind of sad. Like I really wanted to see the squid, but
yeah.
Oh well. Got like insane amounts of sun, and came back with the most memorable souvenir ever, COVID. So I've got my Theraflu going. I might mute my microphone every once in a while for but I'm gonna
like right now.
like right now because I was talking so much. She was asking if I posted pictures. I didn't really. I took a lot of video. I took video of every act that I really enjoyed, and then a funny video of my boyfriend dancing in a cow costume.
Wait, post to Twitter right away.
Yeah, I'll have to ask his permission on that. But Danibus had told me I need to make sure I see G-Love and Special Sauce, that they were on the boat. And so I did, and I took some video for Danibus, so I have to send that to him. But I didn't take a ton of pictures. My boyfriend took more pictures. I don't know. I'm not much of a picture taker. Like, I always forget. Like,
me too.
And I don't always have my phone on me, especially because I didn't have cell service or internet, so I couldn't use it.
There's no point in having it.
Yeah, except for as, like, because I don't have a watch. It was my only clock.
Minor break.
But the clock thing was weird because, so I went from Oklahoma to Miami, so I lost an hour, right? Because it's a different time zone. And then from the boat, we went to, we started sailing to Roatan, so we gained that hour back. And then well, not exact. It's Central Time, so it's the same time zone as Oklahoma. And then going back to Miami, we then lost 2 hours because we were going back to Eastern Time Zone, and daylight savings time thing happened at the same time in the same night. So in one night we lost 2 hours, and then coming back to Oklahoma, we gained an hour back again. So it was like, it was craziness.
Yeah.
And what was really confusing about it was that, like, my phone, because it didn't have signal, like I was never sure what time zone it was actually in and what the time actually was, because
Yeah.
I didn't know which hour. Yeah, anyway. So
you were kind of in Vegas in that sense then. Nobody knows what time it is until you walk outside.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. So yeah, it was really odd. I basically didn't really care the hour it was, just like how close it was to the hour, because like I was following a schedule. Like there were so many different things to do, so I wanted to make sure I made it to things on time. And I knew that once one thing ended, I had like a half an hour before the other thing started. So like, you know, and there was lots of stuff. There was like dirty bingo, which was like, it was like bingo for like sex positions and stuff like that. And then there was Name That Tune, where like Nick from 311, the lead singer and guitarist, he came up and he would like start playing one of the songs on the guitar with like no lyrics, and like there was a panel that had to like buzz in and guess what the song was, and some of that was hilarious. And then one of my new favorite comedians was on the boat. We were supposed to have Doug Benson. He ended up not showing up, but we got Ian Bagg, who was absolutely killer. I usually like will laugh here and there with a comedian. I don't always click really good. Like John Mulaney gets me the most out of like most comedians, but even with John Mulaney, like I don't know that I laughed as hard as this guy. Like this guy was absolutely hilarious, but his style of comedy is he banters with the audience. And if you can imagine, you've got a comedian on stage who I didn't realize this, but he's Canadian and he's big into hockey. He actually has a hockey podcast that I found out afterwards. And he's talking to an audience full of people that are stoned and on a 311 cruise. And the people on this boat, they were all characters, like pretty much all characters. Sorry. But like there was this one guy who for the entire cruise, the only thing he wore was a thong. So every day was a different color. I mean, he was like tatted from head to toe. He was probably in his mid-50s. I found out towards the end of the trip that his name was Scotty Karate. Yeah, don't choke. But like the only time he wore, well, there were 2 times he wore more than just the thong. I think the first day he was wearing a t-shirt that was like a realistic giant blown up head of a monkey with its mouth open. So like it was a monkey and then a thong, right? And then we had a costume party halfway through, and that night he dressed up as Dorothy, but it was like a slutty Dorothy. So it was like, yeah, so he had like a really short mini skirt with the thong under it. And like, you know, the brassiere thing, like the bustier, whatever. And anyway, so
looking
yeah.
Fabulous.
So the comedian obviously is on the boat with us and experiencing the same things we're experiencing. And he just went off on all the things about all, and it was absolutely hilarious. And like, you know, if you were in the splash zone in the audience, you know, like the front row, like he talked to those people and kind of picked on them, but, you know, in a positive way, because the whole theme of the trip was positivity. And that's like a 311 thing. It's just like positive and upbeat and whatever. So he was very positive, but still hilarious, like not mean when he picked on people. And then the other comedian was Coriali or something like that. He sucked. He was not positive. He was basically like, his whole thing was just complaining about shit, and everyone was just looking at him like, dude, do you not get it? Like,
I think you got you got on the wrong boat, buddy.
Yeah. So anyway, so Ian Bagg, if you get a chance to see him, go see him. He's awesome. I literally like had stomach pains after like watching him because I laughed so hard through the entire thing. And we get to see him twice. Like, he did 2 different sets. So, but yeah. So there was a lot of fun stuff. I did not get my favorite breakfast every morning. I was really bummed about that. I didn't even get it one morning because I could not find smoked salmon on the boat, which was like,
shucks.
Yeah, and there were no bran muffins. And there was honeydew, but it was like on the rind, and that's fine.
Gross.
But if it was my only option, like, fine, but it's less easy to eat. Like, I end up getting it all over my face if I eat it off the rind, so I just didn't even bother. So anyway,
fair enough.
So that was my trip. So yep, I was the last one to get COVID, and the couple that we brought, they got it like halfway through, and they gave it to us, and then we got it, and so I'm still recovering. My boyfriend's still recovering. It's mostly just a cough, no fever or anything, but man, the throat is it's bad.
You feel it.
Yeah. I lost my voice a couple nights, but I should be okay tonight because I've got my Theraflu. So.
Hey, while you were out in Miami, either going on your way there, on your way back, did you do any hunting?
Well, okay. Yes and no. So I did not go to the Yellow Vaults. I didn't.
Did you see what she wrote?
So nice of everyone to share. Yeah, everyone to share COVID. Yes.
So generous.
Yeah. So when our plane landed in Miami, we pulled up to a gate that had a UV right at that gate, and it was the only gate in the entire airport that had a UV at it. So I thought that was like crazy luck. So I hit some user vaults here and there. There was actually a user vault at my hotel in Miami, and we stayed at the same hotel on the way back. So I put my headquarters there. I hunted a little bit around there. We were basically right across from, what's it called? Bayside Marketplace or something. It was like right across from the port.
Nice.
And so I hit some user vaults or whatever. I also, on the way back, we had a long stop in Houston. I mean, we were probably there for like 3 or 4 hours. So I put my headquarters down in Houston, got my mystery box. That was my 50 Blue Key mystery box of the week. In Houston.
Go figure. Get out of here, man.
Yeah.
Phoenix and Hayes were actually teasing me about this. Like, some streamers seem to get it every week. I was like, to be fair, I think I kind of balance it out for Korkio because I haven't seen it in like over a month. So.
Yeah. And like, honestly, I also didn't get to go to Coin Hunt Fest, so this is my consolation prize, is 50 Blue Keys once a week. So
exactly.
So don't count me as lucky. I'd rather have gone to Coin Hunt Fest than get 50 Blue Keys once a week. Yeah. And I missed so many mystery boxes. So many, with the trip. So, I mean,
it all... your headquarters.
Yeah. I mean, at least to Miami. So, for the week, I maybe got 5 or 6 mystery boxes, and that's it.
Oof.
Yeah.
Staffy's looking rough.
Yeah. But yep, so that was my week. And I wouldn't say the whole time I was wishing I was with you guys in Vegas, but definitely like once I started getting sick, I was like, man, I picked the wrong vacation.
Yeah. I really wish you could have came with us. It was man. I don't know, unforgettable. I also want to hear, because we've got, a ton of people in here that were at the fest. So I want to hear what everybody's favorite thing was, because Marvin's house and I ended up So originally we booked a Spirit Airlines flight back. And then like the more we went through the weekend, the more we were like, we don't want to get on a freaking Spirit Airlines flight. And we had like so much stuff that we had already brought out for, just like my event kit and shirts and this and that, where we just ended up renting a car and missed our flights and drove home. It was fabulous. We drove through a sunset. But as we're driving home, I was like, okay, so I'm trying to keep him awake. So what was your favorite part of the weekend? And he just literally lists like
everything,
Friday to Saturday to Sunday, everything that we did. It's impossible to just pick one thing because it was all just so fun. Like from the moment we got onto the party bus, our
which
party
looked
bus was here.
Huge, by the way.
Oh, did it? Because it wasn't as big as I was anticipating. So we were kind of like, we weren't squished by any means, but we weren't. Compared to our second party bus on Saturday, it wasn't nearly as big. That was for like 40 people and had 2 stripper poles. It was amazing.
Did I see Illusion Weaver on that bus at some point? Yeah.
On Saturday, yeah.
Yeah.
So we took a party bus from the cocktail party on Saturday night to Topgolf for all the VIPs.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The crew. Yeah, so, and then as we're heading out, a happy hour hits. So, like, we're all just, like, bumping along in the car, but still trying to answer trivia. And I'm pretty sure it was, like, the art category or something. Like, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, it was, okay, so I'll start from the top, since everybody's here. Is everybody throwing in what their favorite? No.
Figo says getting to meet people in person was the best.
Agree. That was honestly, I mean, we always say how great this community is, right? But it really was shining bright this week or last weekend, because everybody was just so amazing and going with the flow. And I was all nervous because everybody was a little concerned about the schedule, and everything was really jam-packed, and when are we going to have time for this or that. And I remember putting in the VIP channel, like, if you guys can't keep up in Vegas for 2 days, you are not the VIPs I thought you were. And next thing you know, everybody's like having the time of their lives. Like, no, I don't think there was a group of people who did not even sleep on Friday or Saturday. It's hard to keep track of the days. I think Harris was up until like 7 a.m. one morning so, with like IT guy and a big group. So, yeah, it was exactly what you would expect times 100.
Everyone's saying that getting to meet everyone was their favorite part. That was my favorite part of Hawaii too, so I get that. Oh, yeah. And oh my God, Mom Loves You's, like, was it a jacket? Yes. Her coin hunt jacket? That was freaking cool.
And Lady D. I told them they actually want to do something with Ladies of the Hunt. Try to set up something. So I was like, yes, please. We would love that. I want my own jacket. For sure.
That would be cool.
Right? They were awesome. Also, Makiki Tiki and Boswald's had like homemade Tiki Chief shirts with those like stone skull buttons that he made.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
I saw those. I saw those before Coin Hunt Fest. That was my sneak peek that I got to see. That I was like, I was so impressed.
Even show Mama.
Yes.
It was badass in person. I mean, like, everybody was decked. It was so cool seeing how many like Loth shirts people were wearing. You know, like their custom QBs and. You would have died on Sunday. Coley and Deej dressed up as their
I saw those pictures.
With the
yeah.
hat?
Yeah.
Send me straight to the moon, because what? Like,
that was so cool. Good. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Do you know if their beer koozies came in on time? Did they have their beer koozies with them?
I can't recall. I don't know.
They had ordered some. They had ordered some beer koozies, and they weren't sure if they were going to come in time to go with them to Vegas, but they ordered them anyway, so
Good
I hope they did, but yeah.
I feel like they had koozies, but I can't remember if they were like custom koozies or
Yeah, they just had their custom QB on it. They were really cute.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Sir Jaded Alien is saying the Bay Area crew. Yeah, they were all.
Oh, I saw all their stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And Jybone, I have to say, was like the she predicted it perfectly because at the bottom of their crew, I think it said something about the Cubiverse. I don't know if it was like "Welcome to the Cubiverse" or something about it. Do you remember?
Oh, gosh, do I remember? I think it just said San Francisco Bay Area QBverse, didn't it?
Oh, okay.
Something like that.
I can't remember. Channers and Jybone are in here, so maybe they can tell.
Yeah, and PBL and LBS says they did have their koozies because she told them that she loved them. Aww. Well, if anyone wants custom koozies, you know where to go.
Yeah. So yeah, okay, so I'll start from the top because I don't want to miss anything, and I want you to feel like you were fully there.
Yeah.
Without setting in too much FOMO. So I'm going to leave out all of like the Medium article stuff because we all know the Medium article stuff. It's great. But I have to give some shout outs, obviously, to our party bus crew that headed out of Santa Monica on Friday. We left at like 10:15 in the morning, and Crashman and Analyte Gleam, actually, their trip started the night before, and they crashed at our place, the Marvins. Thank you both so much. They brought with them a handmade quilt for me and Marvin's house that Crashman's wife, Analyte's mom, made. It was so kind.
That's
I was like,
so
how did
sweet.
You blankets? And they brought treats for Marvin and Pearl, and they were like so snuggly with them. It was just like they were the sweetest people ever. And then came on the party bus with us, and then we had Is This Allowed and D-Skin come with us on the party bus from London, which is amazing.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, we were filled with a bunch of governors. So Is This Allowed, Marvin's house,
Toasties.
Block Boy, Toasties. Yeah, but like the top three, the guys who own the most green user vaults in this freaking game, all in the party bus.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Yeah, so we had Block Boy in there and Toasties, and am I missing anybody else? I don't think so. No, I think that was it. Sans Hayes, we missed you, Hayes. Got there a little bit late because it was raining pretty much our entire drive there. But that was fine. We got there, immediately saw the Bay Area crew when we were checking in. So we saw Channers and Jybone and I think Sir Jaded Alien, were you in line that day? It gets a little blurry. The Friday is actually the only day where it gets a little hazy for me. And I think it's because we were sitting down for so long and then like standing up and getting right out of the bus, like, all right, we're ready to go. We're already so late because we had
0 to
rehearsal
60
that night.
right there.
Yes. And we went like straight to checking in, did registration, straight up to, we didn't even like stop in our room. We just went straight to the ballroom because we were already late for rehearsal for all of the panels and moderators and stuff. Beat says, I will forever rock out to Black Velvet. It's an amazing remix. Yes, shout out to Renee. She was the one that put me on. But yeah, so then we did rehearsal that night and it was super fast, got everybody through it for the panels the next day. And then everybody was able to break and go hit their sushi quests at Raw Sushi, which is like, I don't know, a 10-minute walk, 15-minute walk from Resort World. So by the time we ended our dinner at Kazunori that night, we went for sushi number 2 and did the sushi quest, and Bay Area crew was there with like 15 people. We had a reservation for like another 15. So as soon as you walked in, it was just like all coin hunters taking over this place on a Friday night. So that was awesome.
Hoth says, did anyone get the Master Chef blueprint?
Not that I know of. I think that's what, from all of the talk that I heard that weekend, everybody was kind of shocked that nobody had gotten the Master Sushi or a knife to drop. but then I might have heard some rumblings of somebody getting one or the other, but I'm not sure. So as far as I know, no. I got the regular blueprint, so I'm happy with that. But that the area where the sushi quest was it kind of had poor service, so I'm sure that has nothing to do with the drop rate, but I'd like to think it does. And that's why I didn't get it. But yeah, so that was Friday, and we didn't do much after that because we were just like, we got to get a good night's sleep tonight because the rest of the weekend is going to be just like hit the ground running nonstop. So woke up the next morning and we had our panels right at 9 a.m. and it started with Hunter's Lodge. Obviously, everybody was super stoked about.
Still haven't watched that yet. No.
Oh my God. Okay. So, okay, you're going to need to watch Hunter's Lodge because things are changing and they're changing quickly. So anybody who
for the better?
For the better, yes.
Okay.
A little rebranding, if you will. So we are officially moving away, or well, I should say, how should I say this? It sounds like the QBverse is going to eat Coin Hunt World, and the new game is going to be called QBverse. So there's going to be a new game that coincides with Coin Hunt World that's slated to launch May this year.
Oh.
So like in a couple months.
Wow.
Yes, this is a lot.
Okay. Yeah.
Hunter's Lodge was a lot, and I think it was almost like so much to process that once thank God that Kevo was right after Hunter's Lodge because it was kind of like a nice reprieve for our brains to just like, oh my God, like this is so much.
Well, Hunter's Lodge is always that way. I feel like it's always just a ton of information thrown at you really fast.
Yep. And this time was no different. If anything, it was exactly
even
the same
more
times 100.
Yeah. Wow.
So, and they did some Q&A and stuff, which was great. So highlights of that would be, obviously the QBverse is going to be totally brand new app that's going to be simultaneously used with Coin Hunt World, but all of our stuff will transfer over, and resources, blueprints, all that good stuff.
So what is the QB? Is it more like what? How is it different? What is it?
So it's going to enable everything that they've spoke about in the last Hunter's Lodge, in Hunter's Lodge 6, about global exports being a thing finally. Okay. But wrapping in like the gift card aspect of that. And so it's going to be a new export system. Maybe I should pull up the Medium article on this. I actually don't know if it's on a Medium article that's been released.
I don't think
yet.
so, because I thought I read the Medium article and I don't think I saw anything about that.
Probably just the Hunter's Lodge slides then. But yeah, so a new, gosh, I can't even remember all of it now. A new export system that will encompass those gift cards. We are going to have QB coins as currency in the game. So that is going to be kind of like what we turn into crypto or Starbucks bucks and stuff like that.
Okay, so it's like an in-game currency that converts to crypto or gift cards outside the game.
Yeah, and their reasoning is the Apple approval. So here's the main difference, right? Is like if you're on iOS, you're not going to be able to cash out your crypto. You're going to need to get an Android or share an Android of some kind to get your crypto out of the game. Android doesn't change though. You'll be able to do either crypto or gift cards or both, maybe. Don't quote me on that, but hopefully you'll have an option for either or depending on what their payout system looks like, like how we have a minimum right now, like the screenshot. So we'll figure that out. Eventually.
So wait, why did iPhones all of a sudden not be able to do Like, why can they not do the crypto? Is that just so that they
'Cause
can get it released on Apple for everyone and then
exactly.
got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm a little nervous. And Marvin's house and I are actually looking to get new phones this week. We were trying to do it before Coin Hunt Fest, but it just didn't line up. And I was like, no, it's going to make me all anxious if I have a new phone out there and I have no idea what to do.
Flip phone. Do it.
No, if anything, I do a Pixel 7, I think.
Oh, yeah, those are good too.
If I switch over to that side. I don't know. My instinct, my gut is telling me, like, don't do it. Don't give up your test flight slot.
Come to the dark side.
How necessary is it going to be in a couple of months? I don't know.
Well, you said the two things will work together. Does that mean we'll still be using the other app or not? The old app.
We're gonna find out. Well, from what I understand, I think we're gonna be using both. Like we'll be testing on one for the QBverse. I really have no idea. We're supposed to get more information at the next Hunter's Lodge, which is gonna be around the same time. I think. Can you guys correct me if I'm wrong? May 7th? It was
May. Yeah, I actually already added that to my calendar.
Okay.
Let's see.
So we're supposed to get like all of the
May 7th.
good.
Yeah.
Okay. All the good details. Then yeah, Kata says it perfectly. Like so, iPhone will be like gift card only. Android will be crypto or gift card.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's a great step in the right direction. Like if that's what it takes to get Apple on board and approved to just like, okay, fine. It's not Coin Hunt World. It's QBverse, right? Like we can just do this, sly under the table little workaround and yeah. All right. Everybody's saying the Pixel rocks.
It does actually. Pixels are great phones. I mean, I'm still a Galaxy person through and through. I love my Samsung, but I'm Samsung everything. I love Samsung everything because I don't know, I'm just weird like that. But
I understand.
But yeah, you can't go wrong with a Pixel either. They're pretty great. And
maybe my tracking will be better.
So what was crazy? Back to the boat for 1 second. My friend that came with me, she has a Pixel, and while we were listening to songs, basically her phone does this automatic, what's that app called that like you have it listen to? Shazam. It has auto Shazam where like she can just look at her phone at any time and it'll tell her whatever song is playing in the background. Like she doesn't have to turn on Shazam. She literally just pulls her phone out of her pocket and it's on the like lock screen. It tells her. Yeah.
Oh, that you're getting me.
It was really
you're
cool.
Getting me here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. I like
whoa,
that a lot.
whoa. She was saying rumors are they're announcing a Pixel Fold pretty soon. Oh.
Whoa. Wait.
I'd be on board for that.
I need to update my phone like now.
Come to the dark side. I'm telling you. It's great over here.
Yeah. The grass is greener. The sun shines brighter over there.
Yeah.
Probably.
And your walking quests don't take fucking 8 hours.
That would be helpful. I would appreciate that very much.
Yeah.
So any hoodle. Why do I keep saying that? It's like I never say that ever except when we're on the stream. It's so weird.
I like it.
It's gonna stick, obviously. So yeah, so then panel, so Hunter's Lodge happened and everybody was like, I was sitting right next to Renee like, what? What? Like just flabbergasted by all of the things because I mean it was so detailed, and I mean the plan is it's on the right path, but it's like all of the things that they've been talking about for the past year, it's all making sense, like it's all happening for a reason. Everything has a purpose. It's not like they're just, oh, this is shiny and bright and new, let's do that. Like no, it all is coming together for a reason.
They're making it work.
Yeah. And you
Did
know,
Cuckoo Puffs had microphone problems? Because
no, he didn't actually, but he did. He had a his he had a hype. What is it called? Like a little sound bite. Who was like, "Pew, pew, pew."
Oh, yeah.
You know which one I'm talking about? Like there's Coley. We can ask him about his koozies, even though PBL already confirmed.
Yeah.
Coley, we loved seeing your koozies. In your costumes, your koozies and your costumes. They were great.
Did Cuckoo Puffs wear his Doge shirt that he bought from the Loth store?
You know, I think he might have worn it, I want to say on Friday, because I remember him wearing one of the Loft shirts, and I know it wasn't our logo one, so I'm pretty sure he wore that one Friday. And then
well, his Doge shirt has a Loth logo on the back of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess I was thinking of the one that he got. It has our logo on like the front pocket. Yes, Beats, the air horn. Sorry, I couldn't think of the sound.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, he was hilarious all weekend. Cuckoo Puffs was having a blast, and I think it made everybody like just so happy that he was, you know, like just bouncing around, saying hi to hunters. He was hunting the strip with hunters. He finished his first quest line ever this weekend, so that was great. Yeah. And then I think I sent you the link of Kevo's amazing
that was awesome.
Video.
That was so awesome.
Oh my god! Like
I loved like
mad skills. Kevo, are you in here?
I thought I saw him earlier. I don't know, but yeah, I loved the new dad's parts. Like,
yes,
that was so cute.
It was so cute.
Yeah, and then we were in there a bunch. Like, I saw myself as a zombie in there, and then we had our little thing with Renee. Yeah, that was awesome. I thought it was really cool. Now, some of the things, like, I could tell that he was basically reenacting with the QBs things that had happened over the year, and some of the things I know I had no clue what he was reenacting. Like, I wasn't around for that thing. But they were all still great. So, yeah.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
Awesome. He had like a little Simba moment where Marvin's wearing sunglasses. I was like, oh my God, I love it. I need to put Marvin in sunglasses. That was amazing. Oh, speaking of, I'm finally doing it, everybody. I reached out to Kevo for a Pearl custom QB. So I'm going to have both my little pepperonis.
Aww.
I know, after this weekend, I came home and I was like, oh, I miss her so much. And it felt weird, like, you know, everybody was so great, though. Almost everyone knows about Marvin and Pearl. So it just, like, warmed my heart. Like, oh, I hope the doggos are doing good. It was just so kind.
Yeah.
We actually even had, a dog crash one of the panels on Sunday. Which was hilarious. Like a security, like sniff dog or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Just randomly walked in, and it was, I don't know if you heard about the second content creators panel that happened on Sunday that had Trash Tube was the moderator, and it was Harris and IT guy and oh man, I like put these all together. Who else? I can't even remember. Sorry, you guys. There's so many names. But anyways, Harris showed up like maybe 20 minutes late as part of a little Fear and Loathing bit, all decked in like a Fear and Loathing costume and in character. And when the dog walked in, like maybe 10 minutes later, Harris was like, "There's a dog right there." Like, only you can see it. It was hilarious. It was so good. Like, everybody was just professionals. Like, they were just rolling with the punches. Like I said, the best word to describe everybody this weekend was just rock stars. Absolute rock stars. Yes, Shu, the doggies of the hunt. Yes. The ladies of the hunt actually were out in full force also this weekend. Mrs. Chavo Chip, I have to give a little special shout out to because she made Mr. Chavo Chip look horrible. And it was amazing because she finished first, was like came in as, super casual blue name and just crushed it. And one, I can't remember, Mrs. Chavo Chip, if you don't mind telling me what the award that you won was. She won like first in something, but she got an award at the ceremony on Sunday evening. And Chavo Chip is actually doing a global push this month, so it was like even more amazing that she was just like, no, bye. I'm sorry, did I accidentally beat you? That was like totally on accident. It was so funny. Good. Yeah, I mean, oh, dude, it was awesome. So good. So everybody's giving Chavo Chip just so much shit in the Discord. Like, who? Oh, you mean Mrs. Chavo Chip? Is that what you're talking about? So yeah, that was great. So that was Saturday morning. Went out
the
for
first
our hunt.
to do the memory card game for the ace.
Oh my god. Okay, so super impressive too, because that was like, I would say, one of the hardest parts of the quest line, mentally speaking. So I'll walk you through a little bit of the quest line now. So once we left the panels on Saturday, quest line started right at 1 p.m. sharp, started at Resorts World. Nobody really had any plans as to like where, what, when, or why. We just knew that our quest area was between Resorts World and the Welcome to Las Vegas sign at the Yellow Vault, which maybe you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Is it about like 12 miles, 9 to 12 miles maybe?
I thought it was only like 4. Was it that much?
Really?
I thought we mapped it like so before you went.
But it said like, didn't it say like an hour and something to get there? Which would make me think it's much more than 4 miles.
Yeah, I don't know.
Excuse me. I stand corrected. So she won an award for doing first to do the memory card game for the ace. And she also finished 24th while Chava finished 27th. Give it up for our ladies, baby.
Nice.
I don't know. Can somebody remind me? Am I out of my mind? It felt so long. But
I'm searching now for you.
Maybe it was because we were stopping for beers along the way.
No.
We definitely had road.
It's 4.1 miles. That's what I thought. I remembered it being about 4.4 miles. It's 4.1 miles, and it's a 1.5 hour walk, it says.
Feels like such a long walk for 4 miles.
Well,
okay, sorry if I.
There's a lot of things to distract you along the way.
Yes. Lots of butts. Channer says the airport to Resorts World was 7.68. Oh, maybe I'm just like shoving those numbers together, and that's what I'm thinking of. But yeah, so the hunt on Saturday was good. I was hunting with obviously Marvin's house and Block Boy, and we were all kind of like pacing ourselves. Like we had strategized beforehand. Like we think Sunday is the day we're gonna need to go hard and like save the running for Sunday. So like let's just cruise through it. We're gonna have a good time. We'll just like walk the strip and like see other hunters. But we're not running today. We're not doing it. Which I was really excited about actually, because it's a lot. If you haven't been to the strip, like it can be a lot, especially when you're just getting going and the buzz is happening and stuff. It was just it was too exciting to like rush through. But we did have the first quest that we had was maybe it was the second. I could be getting these two mixed up. One was taking a picture at the fountains at the Bellagio.
I saw a lot of fountains at the Bellagio pictures, yeah.
Oh yes. Wait, sorry. Beats did this walk. Maybe that's why I thought it was so long. He did this walk from Resorts World to the Yellow Vault at like 2 a.m. one night. which I mean, you didn't have as much traffic in your way, but oof, that is a trek, my sir.
And I imagine it wasn't so hot. I mean, was it
No.
hot while you were there?
Mm-mm.
No. Oh, well, that's nice.
Not really. It wasn't like atrociously hot. You could wear a t-shirt and not like be sweating. I mean, I'm speaking for myself. W.R. Willem was probably sweating because he got first to finish. Um, so quest number 1 or 2. Actually, I think we were picking up the tools. Okay, so there was a lucky fountain that was also dropped at, I don't know where the location was.
Well, the Bellagio would make sense, but it wasn't at the Bellagio?
No. Oh, yeah, you're right. That would make sense. But no, it wasn't. There was a photographer quest at the Bellagio.
All right.
And where was the lucky fountain, guys? I can't recall.
So how did the lucky fountain work? What did you do?
It was great. It was you kind of had to take a minute to figure it out, but there was a foreman QB standing there ready for you to start your quest. And then once your quest was started, I think you had to pay, I'm pretty sure you had to pay a key. I'm pretty sure you had to pay a green key to start it. But once you started it, all of a sudden, four-man QB like spills all of his tools and you have to go collect them. But it was like suicide run style where you had to go get like one at a time and bring it back. And then we'll get another one and bring it back and get another one and bring it back.
Okay.
Which was great, but where the lucky fountain was like a big dead zone for some of us. So
oh no!
Actually, ironically enough, me and Pipelade69 and Minel are all like towards the very end of the quest at the last tool, and all of our phones are just like death scroll. They like can't even get in.
No.
Try again later. Server is not responding. Can't get into the game, and I'm like, oh my god, what's happening? And all of us we're like doing the where are we gonna find service? Trying to figure it out.
So basically, so there's a fountain. You go to the fountain, you pay the key, and within the game, there's a foreman, and he spills his tools. So, you run back and forth, and then in the game, your QB runs back and forth and picks up a tool each time? Is that how it works?
And then it goes, and then the QB, carries it over its head. It just, floats over your head.
Okay.
What's funny is they kind of reminded me of key booths, as you were picking them up, because... Okay. I don't know. I was just like, oh, these are just basically key booths. Okay, great. and then
okay.
You go up to your head. And then once you were within range of the foreman QB that was manning the fountain, he would just suck up the tool, and then you just go grab the next one.
All right.
But that was the quest that I think, Beats did it the fastest. So he won an award for fastest to complete that specific quest.
Okay.
And so these quests, there were 4 of them. How the quest line worked was each one had an ace that you wanted to collect. And then while you were hunting vaults, that was where you got the rest of your poker deck or your card deck to bring back to Cuckoo Puffs at Resorts World.
Okay.
So you're still hitting vaults. You're still collecting only red cards on the first day. So diamonds and hearts all on Saturday. And then however many aces you could. So another one of the quests after the Bellagio fountain, where you had to take a picture with the little photographer or whatever, that one was super cute and easy, was scanning the QR code that was on 4 of the QB trucks that were lapping the strip, just going up
I saw
down.
That. Wait, there were 4 of them?
There were 4 of them.
Holy crap.
Yes. It's insane. Oh, snap. I'm sorry, guys. I'm missing a lot of the chat. But 4 QB trucks going up and down the strip. You had to scan the QR code on it. And depending on what kind of phone you had, you could do it through your camera, and it would take you in game and complete that quest for you, and you'd get the ace. Or you had to find the QR code scanner in your game and know to scan it for the truck. So actually one of our local hunters in the LA area was like, how the heck do you find this ace? And it was Sunday at 5 p.m. and I was like, oh my god, I like gathered all the troops, like reached out to 3 people that I know that had a screenshot of it or had taken a picture of it, so they could just scan the code and finish the quest out, because they had no idea that that's what you had to do. Like, had no clue.
Wait,
So that
so
was
the people that
third
go
one.
back to do it like after the fact, how are we supposed to get the aces if the
So
trucks aren't there?
you'll get them in green vaults.
Oh, okay.
There's a drop rate from green
Oh,
vaults,
I
and
remember that. Okay. It was
yeah,
like
somebody had
30% or something. Something like
yeah,
that?
that's the number that's sticking out in my head too.
Yeah. I remember that.
So yeah, they'll drop from green vaults. You just have to hunt out some green vaults, which there were a lot of. There's, I think, 2 within that, just right there on the strip within that that radius, and then a lot more. You know, if you were gonna go the
So,
outsides.
is there a time limit for this thing? Because in the Medium article, when I saw the screenshot of the quest start, it said 4 hours or something, and I was like, "Why? Why is this timed?" But
I figured that was just. I thought maybe that was just for the weekend of Coin Hunt Fest, because we had other things going on. I actually don't know if it's going to be timed.
Okay.
But speaking of things that are timed, that brings me to my 4th quest, which is Illusion Weaver's quest. I'm sure you saw it, and I'm sure you're excited about it.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
The card matching game?
No, I have no clue.
You didn't see it?
No.
Oh. Dang. Okay, I need to see if somebody, perhaps, what's up, Trugoy, has a video of this. So it's a QB matching card game, and it's at the Mandalay Bay, and it's Illusion Weaver's quest. And I think you have 40 or 45 second. No, I'm sorry, I'm misspeaking. Boswald's did it and completed it in 45 seconds. And Illusion Weaver was like insanely impressed and blown away by this. He also won an award that night, but was so blown away because he had done it so many times through testing, and the fastest he had got was like 50 seconds. So he was 5 seconds faster than Illusion Weaver.
Nice.
But yeah, it was a QB matching game, and you start it with like a shorter timer, and then the more that you miss, the longer your timer gets, although it doesn't feel that way when you're doing it, because I got it on my 4th try, which I was like, oh shit, every single time I'm like, no.
So what do you have to do in the matching game? Like, how does it work? Oh, is it like just literally you flip over cards and have to match 2? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And I wish I could remember like how many sets there were. Maybe 12 sets in a game.
Okay.
I'm thinking.
That sounds like my kind of thing.
Wow, which seems like easy actually when I say it out loud, but it wasn't easy.
That's totally my kind of thing. Like I would, yeah.
I really liked it. Yeah, it was fun. It was definitely like hard to get the hang of it, you know, because you are trying to figure out like what the time is around the card flips, because you can't flip another one without the other one going down, right? So it was a little rough. That's going to be my excuse as to why it took me 4 times. But yeah, that one was really fun. I definitely agree. That was probably my favorite quest, because it was the most like mentally challenging, in a sense of like, we're so used to trivia that it's kind of like second nature, right? Where this one kind of like challenged you, and the one that was at the Lucky Fountain was more of like a race. Like, definitely amazing race vibes all weekend.
Oh yeah, man, I'm super jealous. I love that kind of shit.
Right. So anyways,
Rubik says there were TikTok teens that were annoyed that people were standing around during the matching quests.
What? Really? Weirdos.
PBL says, I thought they were making a legit commercial. Now I'm glad I walked through them.
Yeah, right. TikTok teens. That's hilarious. Yeah, so then finally, I don't know, eventually we make our way back. Pretty much everybody had filled out, that we were with. So like Marvin's house and Block Boy both had, and Akura, I think, they all had their red, the half of their red deck, and I was only missing one. And so I was like, all right, we're going to get it tomorrow. I'm not worried about it. Calling it a day. Walked right back to Resorts World because we had to get ready for that night. And excellent cocktail party that evening. And just getting to know, like, that was kind of the time everybody could get to know each other and meet each other and trade more pins and
I saw
do all the fun pictures.
I saw Renee in a white dress, and for a second I was like, wait, did she get married? But I thought they already got married. Like, I thought they were already married. Like, what's going on? Like, I literally thought, my first thought was Renee in a white dress. Oh my God, there's a wedding?
It might have just been the flash. It was like a very light pink dress.
Oh, okay.
It was very cute. Definitely Renee should have won the award for best dress this weekend because her outfits were so on point.
She looked fabulous.
Mm-hmm. Jinx, you owe me a Coke. So Saturday was super fun, and then that was the night that we went and took a party bus to Topgolf, which was also just as fun. Block Boy, Marvin's house, and I were all grilling Illusion Weaver about our mysterious red vault that we could never find during the Halloween event. So we still have no closure there, except that he admits that he put it in a spot that was too difficult. I'm like, So when red vaults round 2? Because if you're admitting it's too difficult, feels only right to do it again.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was an awesome time. Headed back. Yeah, Kata, you missed it because I was talking about how happy hour hit on the party bus, and we were all like, "What's happening?" Everybody's partying and then trying to do trivia, and then partying and then trying to do trivia. Quite hilarious. And then other people kept the party going, but we also kept the party going on accident, just like up in our room. And that was the same day that daylight savings happened. And so next thing you know, I like flip my phone over and it's 3:30, and I was like, "Get out, everybody!" We have to be up in like I don't know, 3 hours. Get out. So yeah, that was quite funny. Day 2 was equally as fun. That was the time that I got to moderate a couple of panels. Started with the Wiki Team panel. And Content Creators #1 was actually the day before, right after Hunter's Lodge. We talked about Hunter's Lodge a little bit during that. And then Kevo Strings. So quick shout out to Kata and Toasties, Rainstorm, and Kevo, because you guys were excellent panelists, kept the conversation going, had all sorts of thoughts on Hunter's Lodge, which was awesome. And Kata even brought some unpopular opinions, which was great. And nobody threw anything at him, so it was safe. And no, it was awesome.
That's when you got to bring tomatoes to Vegas.
No, they were good. They were very mellow. But I think we were still like, no.
Speaking of bringing things to Vegas, oh my God, Figoat's cakes.
Dude, they were so cool.
I'm so glad she actually did that. Like,
yeah,
we talked about it, but she was like, "Oh, I don't think I could do it." And I'm like, "You got to do it." And then I'm glad she did it because they looked so cool.
And they were huge. I loved them. Like, we used them every, like, yeah. I thought that they were probably like the size of my laptop screen, maybe even a little bit bigger.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they were awesome. So awesome. And then she like gave them away after. I don't know if it was like, Pico, how did you do it? Did you do like a contest or something, or is it like, who wants these, take them? That was super awesome.
I saw someone on Twitter talking about like don't eat that, you don't know how many people touch those things.
Yes. So they weren't real cakes, which is why we kept moving them around, and they still looked perfect by the end of the weekend.
It was fondant.
Yeah.
I mean, that pretty much stays in place, but yeah.
Yeah. They were so awesome.
Yeah, I thought she did a great job. They looked amazing. So
fabulous.
I think she should get hired when they need to do that again in the future.
Definitely. Definitely. I agree. Okay, what else? Like, damn, this freaking weekend was jam-packed. So now we're on to what? Sunday morning? Sunday morning, we started with the wiki panel with obviously Marlov, W.R. Willem, Corlithiel, and Rail. Also, all excellent panels. Have to give a quick shout out to.
Was K-Hag there?
He was not.
Oh.
But he was mentioned quite a few times during the panel. We definitely missed him and wish he was there. I was bummed. I thought he was still going to come out because I know he had purchased a flight and perhaps a hotel, but just was missing his ticket. And then I don't know. I don't know what happened. I was kind of hoping he'd be there.
Well, at least we already got to meet him, so.
Yeah. Have a little Hawaii reunion eventually one of these days. But the wiki
sorry if my talking sounds weird. When I'm talking, I have well, actually, this one's a Halls mental. I love those commercials.
Me too.
Yeah, I can't go like 10 minutes without a mentholated cough drop, or I will be coughing constantly. So anyway, go ahead.
I think that's fair. Wait. Mr. and Mrs. Javo Chip, you can eat anything with a bit of persistence. I also love that you changed your name.
That's great.
Fuck yes. Goat. Oh my god. Goat says, eat styrofoam in your own peril. Yes, you guys. Proceed with caution. My goodness. Goodness gracious. So we had wiki panel, we had content creators 2 panel with Harris and Crashman, and Annalite Gleam was up there, and IT guy and Luke Vent. Here we go. It's all coming back to me now. And then we had the Hardcore Hunters panel, of course. So that was moderated by Beats, and we had Mikiki Tiki and Block Boy and Mom Loves You and Rubik's Little Miss Trivia.
Oh my god, when I saw that in Kevo's little video thing, oh my god, I laughed so hard. Because you look at Rubik's and he looks like, I mean,
not little.
He doesn't look little, and he's very like manly man. Like, he's a man's man. He has the deep voice. He's got the beard. He's not a little miss by any means, and I laughed so hard.
That's what makes it so great, right?
Yeah.
Their panel was one of my faves. Right when they got up on stage 2, Mom Loves You takes a selfie, and it was so good to like see it on Twitter. Like right after, I was like, "Yes, Mom, love that." It was very good. So yeah, we heard from them. We heard also from the dev team. So Renee moderated a panel. That was a big surprise to even some of us that were on the crew. So she moderated a panel with Illusion Weaver and Igor, who does the art, the QB art, and all of the art.
So it's not 5R. Like someone actually does it. Awesome.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. And he explained like through a lot of their journey on many Hubies, which was really cool.
And is he from Paraguay? Is he part of the team in Paraguay? Because I have a feeling the art, or when I've seen the files from the game, like the image files from the game, you can tell it's English as a second language people. Like you can tell they're Spanish speakers that write the file names because of what they write. So I assumed that it's the team in Paraguay that does that. But anyway.
That's awesome. Yeah. Speaking of the team in Paraguay, we also had Gabe and Juan
Gabriel
on. Yeah.
Awesome.
So that was super awesome. And it was really crazy actually, like meeting Gabriel, because you know, it's like he knows who we are, right? Like he has to look through all of our you know, data and accounts, and especially some of the top hunters, like, you know, the names are familiar, and I'm sure, you know, they stick in your brain just like they do in ours, right?
Everyone's
So when we
saying
met,
Igor
it was like,
is Ukrainian but lives in New York City. That's interesting.
okay, yeah,
Cool.
I remember the New York. He lives in New York. I couldn't recall though, like where his hometown was. So
Wait. Oh, never mind. I was going to ask a question, but I answered it in my head already. Go ahead.
I love it when you do that. So yeah, no, it was great because meeting Gabe, it just felt like, you know, we've known each other's presence for a long time. So when we met, he was like, "Oh yeah, the Marvins," and I was like, I wanted to cry. Like, oh, we are. That's so nice. Kevo says he goes when he met Gabe, "Please don't ban me." That's so funny. Yeah, I want to know who reviews the thumbs too. Who's the thumb person? I don't know. Maybe it's Professor Xavier. I was really hoping Professor Xavier would be out there.
Yeah.
And maybe he was, and he was just keeping himself incognito, but I think he probably was holding down the fort for the weekend in the Cubiverse. So yeah, I thought the panels were all very great. And Fire and I actually hosted a live trivia session for a short while. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. Some Vegas trivia that Marvin's house was trying to cheat his way into. I was like, dude, what are you doing? You know all the answers. Stop answering. He's like, oh, the answers are so slow. It's like, just stop answering now. You goofball. No, so we had a great like live trivia session, and which was kind of nice because, you know, as you're on day 2, everybody's feeling a little sleepy and a little hungover and their feet hurt. And it was like, okay, let's get the brains working again. Come on, like we're gonna have to go back outside soon. So it was great having everybody participate in that. And yeah, and then it was hunt day 2, and day 2 we had this whole plan and it just went to shit. So we ended up in the top 50, and apparently many of those top 50 finishers finished within like an hour and 20 minutes of each other. But the first 5 top hunters, we'll give a proper shout out, was W.R. Willem.
I saw that. I was so proud of him. I saw that. I was cheering from my hotel room in Miami.
So awesome. But coming in hot, number 2 was the Brizzle, Our Lady of the Hunt.
I saw that too. So yeah.
That was awesome. The ladies were showing up and showing out. Luffy San was number 3. Mr. Jesus, who I got to meet in person for dinner on Friday. I had dinner with Jesus. So that was great. Came in number 4. And Aradipa, or hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. I am terrible with pronunciations, as some of you know. You learned this weekend. Came in number 5. So yeah, that was great. I mean, everybody was, I mean, you know, hunting their faces off all weekend. But doing so in Vegas, if you've never been there before, I have to give like mad props to anybody who was like, that was their first time going, and then doing this whole weekend. Like, woo!
Yeah. Vegas is a lot on its own. Yeah. Wait, so you guys had to build the monument, right? Like, didn't you have to put a bunch of resin in something? Or you didn't?
We didn't. We essentially didn't. So I woke up Friday morning before we even thought about leaving, and the monument was already being built at like 7:30.
Oh.
It had been finished, it had been filled with resin, and it was built.
Before people even got there, someone else had already gotten there and done it.
Yes.
Well,
so and okay, to be fair, there were, you know, some hunters that went out there a few days earlier. They made it a whole like week-long vacation. Some hunters live out there, right? Like our global number 1 right now, Sin City Sancho, lives in Sin City. So I thought it was a little strange that they started it like so early. on Friday, like before anybody even got there. I know some of us on the party bus were like, turn it around. There's no point. Go home. What the heck? We are sitting on all of this resin. Why? Like, why did you tell us to bring buttloads of resin if only 3 people were going to actually use it?
So how much resin did it take?
I think, I don't know. What was it? You guys help. 15 million? It wasn't that much. We were all kind of expecting like a lot more. Oh, PBL was there by then and woke up to it being already full. Yeah, 15 million resin.
Wow.
Which I thought I was going to be like 100 million.
So did they get anything special like a construction QB style thing for putting resin in it? Like, was there...
They give you builder leader points.
Oh, but there wasn't any kind of blueprint or anything you get for putting resin in that? Like, there were, it was for a crane?
Oh, no blueprint or anything. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right, Crashman? Crashman says, only 15 mil? Bah, that's nothing. We probably had that just on the party bus. Probably more, actually. I know it's definitely more because we had that just between 3 of us on the party bus. So.
Yeah, I've got like a fifth of that myself.
Right?
So
Jybone says, but we're not bitter. ...
Well,
no,
but...
I'm really not. So ad hominem, which again pronouncing incorrectly.
Whatever. Yeah. Yeah.
He filled quite a bit of it because he like broke the system and had more than 90. However, the counter is that it counts for us in QB. Wait, I already am wanting to call it QBverse. That it counts for us in Coin Hunt World. He like broke that, and the number was like, you know, some crazy like the limit does not exist number. So he dumped a ton of resin in, and you know, if you have all that stuff, of course, if you're there, that's the whole point. I wouldn't stop you either. I've done it before with yellow vaults or cranes.
I mean, you get so you get builder leaderboard points. Do you get regular leaderboard points for doing that?
Oh, that's a good question. I think so because he was. I'm assuming so because he was on the top of the local leaderboard for Vegas while we were there. So I'm assuming so. Okay.
So really, it was just he was spending all of his resin for leaderboard points, but like, since you don't get anything like a blueprint from putting something in that, it doesn't sound like you guys missed out on much being able to put resin. I mean, you saved your resin and just didn't get leaderboard points from it.
Yeah, but I was really hoping to be on the top of that builder leaderboard.
Yeah.
But you know, the way the cookie crumbles. I don't know why IW does half the things that he does, but
the early bird gets the worm.
Yeah. But he forced us to take the party bus out.
Loopty says
MarvinsMama. Better make this happen.
No regular leaderboards. So
wait, so how is he like number 3 in Vegas then? Question.
Maybe he spent a lot of time there and just did a lot of shit.
Maybe. But isn't he like number 2 underneath Sin City Sancho? I don't know, guys. How is he number 2 in Nevada? Does he live there? I don't think so. I don't know. Ad hominem, can you jump in here and let us know? Maybe he also did Prince. Maybe he just went for it.
Isn't he a Mainer? I thought he was a Mainer.
I don't know.
Oh, he was there a week early.
Oh, okay. Oh, Feed Goat Big Brains over here. She said all the vaults he put down, people were hitting.
Oh, yeah. Well, that makes sense.
Yes. Channers, we are. We're talking about ad.
Yeah. I thought he was a Mainer. Toronto?
He's from Toronto?
Canadian? Okay.
He's Canadian? Okay.
Wait, who's the
idea.
A name that's a Mainer? There's an A name that's a Mainer. Now that's gonna kill me. Someone let me know who Absalom is the mainer.
Oh, okay.
Never mind. Sense. That's the mainer. Is Absalom.
Hit the yellow a few times. Okay. Damn. I'm shocked.
Well, and if he had all of his vaults down, I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I have to, like, shout out everybody that was there earlier and put vaults down, because somebody made an excellent point of how hard it's going to be for folks who are doing the quest at a later time. If they take all of those vaults away, right? Like, we were able to complete, I feel terrible because during the closing like award ceremony, I was like, give yourselves a round of applause, everybody finished the quest. Little did I know, everybody did not finish the quest. Like,
oh no.
I had no idea. I really thought everybody finished it. And nope. So it's going to be like even harder for people to not be able to finish it if there's not 20 to 30 additional user vaults there. That's rough. Yeah. But you never know.
Basically,
maybe it's gonna get more people.
If you go to Vegas for like a week vacation, bring your user vaults with you, get them approved on the first day, and then that'll make it easier for you to do the quest, I guess.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll stay there. I don't know if anybody else is noticing this. Maybe my algorithm on Twitter has changed a little bit since Vegas. But I am seeing a lot more new hunters on Twitter. That
I noticed that too.
Yeah, did you?
People commenting on stuff.
Yeah. I feel like I pretty much had like almost every single Twitter account ever that tweeted Coin Hunt World, or like the Coin Hunt World hashtag, I pretty much followed, because it was like, hey, if you don't already play, like if you're playing this game, come join the rest of the people in the Discord and just try to get the things going. I feel like I'm seeing way more new folks, which is great.
Speaking of that, I do want to make a call out to someone who commented on one of our Twitter things and asked if they could add me as a friend in the game for buddy quests. And I said, sure, as long as you are easy to find on Discord. Sure. So then like a couple hours later, was that their name? Yeah.
Yeah, like Bidem9 or something.
Something like that. I remembered there was a B and there was a 9, but I couldn't remember the name. But
yeah.
So a couple hours later, I get the friend request and I accept it. And I go and I look and they don't have their Discord handle on their thing. So I deleted them.
Me too.
And then a couple hours after that, I get another friend request from the same person. And I declined it because I didn't have time at that time to accept it and check to see if they added their Discord handle. So, whatever your name is, I'm sorry. Please add your Discord handle first, and then send me another friend request, and I will accept it at that time. But I had to decline it because I didn't know how I would get a hold of you. So, yeah.
No. I know. The same person, did the same to me, and I went back in. I always accept, and then I'll go back in, like, for my weekly friends purge.
I need to do that shit. Like, it's been a long time.
Nope. Gotta delete that guy.
Yeah.
Sorry. But I will give Buddy Quest a shout out to Covert Ops, who is Kickin's wife. Kickin, I actually competed against during our global leaderboard push last year. A year ago, actually. A year ago this time, we were head-to-head on the leaderboard, and I had a buddy quest with her wife today. Super amazing, super communicative. We saw them in Vegas, too, and we were talking about how we needed to get a picture by our global leaderboard poster because they had the walls lined with easels of every single global leaderboard finish.
Oh, nice. That explains like when they mentioned that this one wasn't ready for, like the most recent one wasn't ready. I didn't know that they had done that. That explains why they said that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was super awesome. We were like, oh, we gotta all get a picture behind it. We didn't make that happen, so we'll have to make it happen next year.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like it's been forever since I had a buddy quest, since I turned them off when I left. So it feels like a long time.
Oh, you're gonna be so proud. Guess who I had a buddy quest with in Vegas?
Who?
Richard the Bacon King, who was also in Vegas.
I saw
our headquarters there.
I saw Toasties saw him at the check-in thing, and he's
nice.
Like he says to Toasties, he's like, "Who are you?" He's like, "Toasties." Like, I always think it's funny when people ask Toasties who he is. And then he's like,
he's probably wearing his shirt too.
Yeah, and he was wearing his shirt. And and Toasties goes, "Who are you?" And he's like, "Bacon King." He's like, and Toasties like, "Oh my God, it's the Bacon King."
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah, our buddy quest spawned I think like Saturday morning, and I was like, oh fuck, damn it. Like, when are we gonna get this done, right? And I kind of figured the whole reason I left him on was because I'm like, it's gotta pop in like somewhere on the strip, right? It's gonna be somewhere close by. We're gonna be hunting around anyway. What if it like just so happens that like 2:00 while we're all out there, both of us are going to be within range of wherever our BQs are. Like, the chances of that happening are actually like really big. So we went for it. But we ended up knocking it out like Sunday afternoon, right before we took off and headed home. But it was great. Marvin's house had one too with Despair, who wasn't in Vegas, but was able to, make it work. So he didn't, have to destroy his headquarters and kill the BQ.
Yeah.
So it was great. We completed a couple of successful BQs while we were there.
That's cool.
I thought it was super cool that we got to do it like while we were both traveling together to the same place. Like, that was awesome. And then Sunday was just like hit the ground running, get all the things. I was like so close to being in the top 10. It's stupid, actually. It's really dumb to think about. So I try not to talk about it. So close. And we just made a poor judgment call because both Marvin's house and Block Boy were down like 8 or 9 cards. And I only had 1 left to go. And we were already back at Resorts World by this time. So my smart brain should have been like, you stay here, let them go do whatever that they need to do, like go get the cards you need, but you stay here and like finish it because that card's gonna drop. Or like this shady card dealer. Did you hear about the shady card dealer? Everybody was kind of predicting because nobody knew when he was gonna show up. He showed up Saturday in the afternoon, but considering the time, like nothing really clicked in that it was just going to be kind of random, and not that it was at a set time that he was going to appear. But I kind of had it in the back of my head, like, I think he's going to show up again around the same time and around the same place. So, but I went against my gut and was just like, no, you guys need to get your cards. Like, let's just all go together. Next thing you know, you get all the envelopes that like, so-and-so, WR will finish, the Brizzle finish, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I still had just 1 card and I could have made it. By the time I got that 1 card, I mean, we were a couple miles away from our finish line. So, but it's okay. It doesn't negate the excellent memories that we made. And I really could care less. Like, our whole goal was like, we got to get LA in the top 10, LA in the top 10. That's like the whole goal. And straight down the drain with that. But we made it in top 50, which is great. And I think everybody was just super exhausted at the end of the quest. And Luke like accidentally skipped a quest, so he has to go back to Vegas to finish it.
Really?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Wait, is Luke in here?
Yeah, he was.
Okay, I thought I maybe had saw him earlier.
I don't know if he's still here, but he was.
Yeah. I mean, he was enjoying a vacation with his wife, who is now probably a dedicated coin hunter, I'm going to assume, or QB-verse hunter. But yeah. Oh, what did Mrs. Chavo Chip say? I was happy the game glitched so we could see people finishing beyond the top 10. Yeah, it was awesome. So the game had a major glitch where we could see like all the way into like the 30s of like top finishers. And I thought that they were going to do all top 50 at that point because the envelopes just kept coming and coming. I was like, you guys, we gotta go. This is fucking bullshit. And I think I had DM'd Kata like, hey, did you see where the envelopes like ended? Because the last I saw was like 37, I think. And I haven't seen anything since. Like, are people finishing? Is something happening? It was like, I don't know. It was definitely above like 20 something. I'm like, I have no idea. Like,
that's crazy.
We had no idea what was going on.
I got envelopes for the top 5, but that's all I got.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Sir JD Alien. Was that a glitch? All of that anxiety over a glitch? Right. The anxiety was real. Man, that's weird that you only got top 5, because I could have swore I saw people in Discord like, oh my god, all of these freaking envelopes that we have to, it's like an event that we're not even at. Is it that big of a deal?
Maybe by the time I was able to open them, they had deleted the other ones, because when I opened them, I got all like it was after you guys had actually done the thing. Like, it was much later. So they might have just deleted them before I opened them and saw them.
That might be it. I mean, yeah, it sounds like that. But I have to say, that was probably the only glitch that we all experienced that weekend. Yeah.
I'm surprised the game didn't crash.
Oh, well, personally speaking, mine definitely did, but I don't think that's any fault of Coin Hunts. I think it was just like Vegas strip service, right? Like, I click on a vault and just like scroll. I'm like, gosh, damn it.
Yeah.
Definitely restarting the game a lot. But, you know, that was like the most of what was going on. It wasn't like resources weren't dropping or something.
I feel like we should get a Ladies of the Hunt phone plan, like a business plan with T-Mobile, so you don't have this secondary, like, you know, whatever cellular company and this crappy iPhone thing. We'll get you a good phone and we'll get you good T-Mobile service, and we can put my mom on there. We can get Marvin's house. Like, it can just be a business plan.
I'm down. I'll get a Pixel 7 on the business plan. Let's do it. We'll talk.
Though Leppy's saying that T-Mobile was not good. Oh, well, that's not good. Okay. Anyway, you got to meet Leppy. I'm jealous.
Yes. And she's just like equally as angelic in person. She's just the best.
I'm sure she is.
She was a sweetheart. Yeah, like total. And actually, let me, if I can, I have lots of people that I want to shout out, but Crashman and Analyte for that wonderful blanket that you guys brought me, and just being a rock star panelist and moderator, and also Crashman with his outfits for the weekend, like his shirts, and same with Analyte Gleam. Like, they kept up with the attire, and I can appreciate their outfits for sure for the weekend.
Explain them. I want to tell me what you mean by their outfits.
So Crashman had this amazing, like, black and gold Baroque button-up shirt that he wore. I think it was on Sunday night. And then he had another really cute shirt on Saturday night. I think I want to say it was purple. Now I can't remember. But I just remember
so
seeing
they weren't like coin hunt shirts. He was just dressed to the nines, like, very well.
Yes.
Okay.
Dressed to the nines, very Vegas. Loved it. And Analyte Gleam was like styling. She had a cute red dress. She wore her her wedge Converse that I was like, yes, I am so glad you brought those. She hunted in them also on the trip all throughout the day, like a boss.
Mm.
Party bus crew, already shout out to you guys. The Bay Area crew like kept the hype up all weekends long. Not to mention they like half of them also did an amazing amount of work in helping in volunteering and like setting up and channers and jibone and sweeting. They were like every time I saw them they'd be like, you okay, you okay, like what do you need? Like it was just the best like support group that you could ever need, even if it was just like, I just need a drink, let's go take a picture, I don't know. Like let's go, let's do it, yes. So yeah, and they just like really seriously brought the energy and the camaraderie, and Jay Lolis and all of the Bay Area crew, they're like just awesome, and I can't wait to hunt with them up north. Maybe when if we go to that concert.
Oh yeah.
How
did their hats come out like in person? Like I saw pictures, but
excellent.
Yeah, they looked good.
Excellent. Yep.
Good.
Same with I think Kevo brought his Coin Hunt World one that he got from the shop too. They were excellent. I mean, you know the quality of our shop. It's good, girl.
Well, I mean it is. I just you know, I don't ever get to see these products in person. So like I get to see the ones that I order, and like I mean, I love my mug, but like the color's a little faded. I'm really sad about it. So like you never know. I also put it in the dishwasher, so it's kind of my fault.
Shucks.
Yeah.
Also, okay, wait. Sir Jaded Alien, are you part of where are you out of? Are you part of the Bay Area crew? He was also doing an amazing job helping set up and like doing all the electrical work on a lot of the decor. Also, he made a wonderful donation on Fountain to our Ladies of the Hunt podcast.
Oh, thank you.
As well as Corlithial. So shout out to both of you guys. Thank you so much for your support. Jay and Hawk and Max Effort, his son, also came up to me on the first day of panels, and I think they had said that they were like listening to our last episode on their way here, which was just like super surreal and weird and cool, and I was just feeling all of the feels like, oh, I just want to like squeeze everybody because I just love you all.
You got to meet Baby Tooth.
Yes, and I love Baby Tooth. That's so awesome. It felt like we were like old friends instantly. I gave him like a big bear hug, and he was like, "Oh my god, you like hug like you mean it," and I'm like, "Hell yeah, I do." So yeah, it was, yes, we missed Korkio so much. Exactly.
Aw, I missed you guys too. I wish I could have been there.
I know, seriously. It was just like a little love fest. And VW Rules Chick was also the same, like amazing support, excellent volunteer, just like jumped right in and was helping Miyuki with the Jeopardy games and the spin the wheel that was all happening during the cocktail parties, and everybody just had like a smile on their face and just loving, so loving, including Mom Loves You. She was also the best. Feedgo was bringing the energy, bringing all the amazing decor. So thank you for doing that, Feedgo. Like, I'm so glad you were able to bring those out and gift those to others. Like, everybody really loved them and really appreciated it. And it really added that like extra little flair that we needed to kind of personalize some events. So thank you for that. Who else? I shout out all of the panelists and mods. So Anakura, Leppy, Fire, ROIC, who I finally got to meet in person. Fire finally got to meet in person. Oh my god, he's like just as much of a gentleman in person as he is online.
Did Fire bring Lolo Bit?
No.
Oh,
I know they have a puppers at home that's a little bit older, and it was rough trying to find somebody to watch her, and they were really trying to make it work, but yeah, we missed you a little bit. We missed you big time. But yeah, gosh, there's so many more people. Beats for being an amazing MC for the entire weekend. He like really just like jumped into the role and owned it.
I can see him
Toasties.
doing really good at that. Like he just
Oh,
has the
totally.
right attitude and voice and everything for that. I saw
He
a
just
couple
rolls with
people.
it.
Yeah, I saw a couple people say that they were surprised how tall Beats is. Is he
Yes,
really that tall?
he is pretty tall. I mean,
Hmm.
it wasn't like, oh my God, but you know, I don't know. Yeah, he was very tall. Um, and yes, again, special, super special shout out to Toasties because I know how much time it takes to like pull away. Like you really want to enjoy yourself and just enjoy the entire experience. But he really like set up and made sure he was streaming every event and of quality and not just like leaving it there. Like he's, talking to people in the chat and in the stream and bringing it home to everybody. So that was awesome. Thank
I
you so
I'm
much
going
for
to
doing that.
appreciate that once I get around to watching it. Yeah, because I'm relying
Definitely.
on that because that's all I've got. So thank you, Toasties, for doing that, and I will be watching those soon. I started watching a little bit the other night, and I made sure to give him my Prime subscription on Twitch. So
Nice.
as a thank you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If anybody has a Prime subscription, send that Toasties way.
Yeah. Leppy says she had to crane her neck looking up at Beats. Wait, so like how tall is he? Like we're talking like
Beats, how tall are you?
6'5"? I don't know if he's still in here.
Uh,
I mean, are we talking like 6'5" or are we talking like taller than
I
that?
don't know. I don't know. 6'3" maybe? I really don't know.
Okay.
I'm guessing. He didn't seem like basketball player tall to me. He just seemed like taller than everybody else who was there.
I can see the surprise though
Wait,
because like seeing him on YouTube, like his face and like him with the guitar, like he doesn't look like he would be a super tall guy for some reason. I don't know. His face just doesn't look like he'd be
6'3".
super tall.
I nailed it. He's 6'3".
There you go.
There we go.
All right. So,
He's literally only 1 inch taller than Rubik's. Are you kidding me?
yeah, but Rubik's, you have the face of a tall person. Like you just look like you're
So
gonna
he just
be
doesn't
like
have-
a lumberjack. Beats doesn't have the look like he's a big dude. Like he just does. I don't know what it is. Anyway,
This is hilarious.
yeah.
Everybody seemed really caught off guard by that, and I was like, I don't know, you just look like Beats. I don't know.
I'm gonna read PBL's comment. She says, "Don't forget you did an amazing job moderating Marvin's Mama. It was obvious how much love you put into the event. Thanks for all your hard work. It did not go unnoticed."
Stop it, you're gonna make me cry, BBL. Thank you very much. And that actually brings me to my last round of thank yous, which I'm sure, I don't know, Renee, if you're still in here, but between me, Renee, and Marvin's house, and obviously Leppy and Anakura and Fire and ROIC, we had a lot of a lot of love went into this. It was a labor of love. We were crammed for time, obviously, and I shouldn't say obviously. We had lots of time, but an event like this, like I've said for many months, takes a lot of work and planning in my own experience. And so the amount of care and precision and just like she wanted to make this the best event, like blow everybody's socks off and like really show their appreciation for all of their hunters. And I think they did an excellent job and blew it out of the water. And I am just honored that I could have been a part of this team. And I really do look forward to hopefully helping and planning the next one, because this was a freaking blast and it didn't feel like work at all. And yeah, and thank you to Illusion Weaver and Bill for obviously putting on this amazing event and for making this amazing game, because we wouldn't all be here without you. So that was easily one of the best weekends of my life. Easily. And I can't wait for more of those on a yearly basis. Like my life will be complete for sure.
So a couple things to say about that.
We had a great job.
For the next thing like this, I want to help because I love help. I love planning shit like this. Like, I want to help. Also, I saw people saying on Twitter or in Discord or something like, see you in May. Is there something happening in May? Is there another? No, it sounded like they were going to see each other in person in May. Maybe that's a thing that's a few people, or maybe there's a group going to Hawaii or something. I don't know. I just didn't know if there was I didn't know if there was an actual other event that was announced that I didn't know about, but okay. So there's not.
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, unless we want to just all do Fan Fest in May for Hunter's Lodge 8. I'm fucking down.
Right? So, on another note, we had jokingly talked about how cool it would be to have a coin hunt cruise. Right? I had a thought. So last night, my boyfriend and I were looking online at he's already ready to jump on another boat. He loved it so much. And I mean, I love cruises too, right? So, sorry, cough drop just disintegrated.
And there it goes.
Yeah. So we were looking at cruises. First of all, I go to Royal Caribbean's themed cruises to see which ones they had. The first thing that pops up is next February there is a Star Trek cruise.
Oh no.
And oh my god, everyone's on it. John Delancey, Gates McFadden, Jonathan Frakes.
What?
I want to go so bad. So bad. So fucking bad. I honestly, I don't know. It's expensive. It's twice the price of the 311 cruise. I'm thinking because it doesn't get as full, they don't sell as many spots for some reason. Why wouldn't they? But anyway, but it's also going to places I've never been before. It's going to, I believe it's Aruba and St. Croix, maybe. I'm not
sounds
sure.
Fun.
But yeah, so I still want to go on that. It's in February, another one in the middle of tax season, which sucks, but whatever.
Is that cruise time or something?
I guess it's
the
time
cruise?
that all the theme cruises go. I don't know. It's a good time for a cruise because it's not hurricane season. It's not the middle of winter and it's not the middle of summer. So you can't really go in the fall because of hurricane season. So you got to go in the spring. Anyway. You might get twice the COVID. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Fico.
So generous.
They did announce that there will be another 311 cruise in 2 years. They do it every 2 years. So, but when I was looking at cruises, I was just looking at the different itineraries, what might be fun to go on. And I was noticing that Royal Caribbean has a cruise that goes from LA along the Pacific West Coast up to Vancouver. And I was like, how perfect would that be for a coin hunt cruise? Are
you kidding me?
If you get a boat that goes
major hotspots, all we have to do is head straight to Waikiki after that, and then we're set.
So you could go. I think it's a repositioning cruise because I think it's one of those Mayan Riviera cruises and then it repositions for Alaska. And so this is them going from one spot to another. And, but I think it stops. I don't know that it stops in these places, but here's my thought. If you can get a cruise that goes out of LA, stops in the Bay Area, and then stops, in Victoria and then Vancouver, that would be the perfect coin hunt cruise.
Yeah, and then that's perfect quest grounds too because you have plenty of vaults, right? Everyone will actually finish Soon, TM.
So anyway, I was just thinking like
thoughts.
this is a really, this would be awesome. So if this is something that the devs want to look into, maybe way in the future, you know, down the road, I can, so the company that did the 311 cruise, they're actually like a subsidiary of Norwegian Cruise Line. And then it looks like every cruise line has their own subsidiary that handles themed cruises. And so Six Man, like I could reach out to them. I met a lot of people that work for Six Man. These people are like super, they're like cheerleaders in a way for whatever the theme is that they're doing. Like literally they just, it seeps out their pores, you know, like it's,
Yeah.
and they're so excitable, which is funny because 311 fans are called excitables, but they are so encouraging and upbeat. And I think it would be a great like partnership to like hook up with Six Man and do a coin hunt cruise that goes along the West Coast. And they do have
cruise.
Hawaii cruises too. I mean, we could do one that continues on to Hawaii or something.
Either or. I'm down for both.
Yeah.
We could do one year and one the next year.
Yeah.
I've never been on a cruise before, so that would be a first for me.
I love cruising.
That sounds lovely.
Cruising. But yeah, so if they like that idea, I mean, I don't mind reaching out to Six Man and seeing if it's something that they'd be willing to partner with. And think about it, like, if this is a thing that happens, like, if you can put a monument on a boat and affix it to the boat itself instead of like an actual location, like somehow put like something on that boat that is,
they definitely can, because they had the trucks that we saw driving up and down the strip in game.
There you go.
And I was like furiously trying to tap on it, like, it's got to do something. No.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, what they do with these boats is, like, usually there is one boat that they use for all their themed cruises. So, like, the boat I was on was the Norwegian Pearl. Right before my cruise was the Beach Boys cruise, which was on the same boat. And then after my cruise was, like, some kind of, like, the jazz cruise something. It was, like, some jazz thing. I don't know. But there's like a Kiss cruise and there's like all these things, right? So if you put a monument on a cruise ship and then whoever goes on that cruise ship in the future, kind of how like you do the Vegas thing, like they can do that quest line on that boat for the week that they're on that boat, even if they're not on that cruise, or maybe have it on all their boats. I mean, if it's just like a transponder or something that you can put and you team up with Six Man to do this, I mean, this could be huge. Like, once this game blows up, like, I can't imagine Pokemon Go has, like, a thing you can do at sea on a boat, right?
Doubt it.
So, anyway, I think this, and the whole thing about cruising is, like, the boat takes you to new places to explore, right? And that's kind of one of the things about Coin Hunt World. Like, you get to go explore new places and see new things. So I don't know, I feel like it goes really well, like thematically it fits. So anyway, Renee, if you're listening, you know,
definitely doable.
Talk Illusion Weaver into this. I think it's a great idea, and I'll plan the whole thing if you want me to. I would love it. PBL says, when I saw the trucks, I immediately thought of Korkio's cruise idea. Yes. yes. I think it would be great. I think it would be so great. And it's cheap too. It's a cheaper vacation than your average vacation, because like, as long as you can get to the place that the boat leaves from, you have one cost. You have the cost of being on the boat. Like, my 311 cruise cost, I think it was like $900 and change, but that was all food, lodging, travel, everything was $900 for the entire week. It covered everything. I didn't have to spend any other money.
That's
so, yeah, I mean, it's not cheap, but it's cheaper than going and traveling somewhere for a week and paying for a hotel and paying for like your Uber around the place and whatever, you know?
Yep.
So anyway.
Kevo says need floating UVs on rafts or life buoys.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be cool? Or like we have like landmarks we have to hit. So if you don't grab one thing, like you only have one other opportunity to grab it like a little further up ahead or something. And if you missed it, it's like, oh, you missed the boat.
Yeah. But how cool would it be to get on a boat and go to go to some of the biggest hot spots in the game?
Heck yeah.
Like go all the way up to like
saying.
Vancouver Island and see all of that shit, right? And then you could do like a European cruise. You could do all like Southampton and like all of like England and Scotland and shit. Like that would be fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they could use it for like launching, like if they launch some countries in the Mediterranean, maybe they launch them kind of at the same time. You could do a cruise where you go and like launch the things like, anyway, I think it's
that would be
idea.
Cool.
Australia.
Turn it into like,
oh my God,
referral event of some kind.
Yeah. You get all the top hunters making the big money that can afford to go on this trip. We go and we invade a port and we just get all the people in that area on board. Yes.
Yeah. Like if they launch in a new country or whatever, we can go take the cruise to that country, a cruise to that country.
Yeah.
And then our whole thing is like referring everybody that we possibly can. And yeah.
And as a veteran cruiser, I can tell you that when cruisers show up to a port, everyone knows everyone, like all the locals know that the boat is there and that the cruisers are there. Everyone that's walking around has the same towels because we all have the cruise ship towels. We're fucking like so easy to spot, right? And so I'm telling you, the locals will immediately know who we are and they'll know we're cruisers. But if we're also wearing like coin hunt shirts and advertising the game, like they're already going to be looking at us. And the locals like always pay a lot of attention to the cruisers because especially for the Caribbean, like this is how they make their money, right?
Yeah.
We are money to them, right? So we'll turn it on them instead of going like and being like paying them to like do excursions and, you know, use their whatever. We're going to be teaching them how to make their own money with Coin Hunt World. And it's going to be like fucking awesome. Yeah. Anyway.
Through the Cubiverse.
Yes. Oh, Cubiverse. Sorry. Yes.
Yeah, I know, it's weird.
New game.
I was even like, do I call them the Cubiverse crew now? I guess I have to wait until they call themselves that.
Yeah.
At least we can still say Ladies of the Hunt because they're still going to be hunting in the Cubiverse.
Right. Yeah.
Like Ladies of the Cubiverse? Weird.
Feed Goat makes a good point. I think this has been the longest you guys have stayed on topic. Yes, probably the longest we've ever stayed on topic.
Definitely trying. I'm super excited to talk about Coin Hunt Fest.
Oh my God. Was there someone in a big cubie?
No.
That needs to happen.
That does need to happen. There were some big QB cutouts, but no QB costumes as of yet.
Why?
I challenged somebody to make one though. Those are expensive.
Yeah. I would think that like Illusion Weaver would have had one made by now and just like pay some intern or something to wear it. Whatever happened to that intern? Who was that intern that was helping us with the stuff?
Perry,
I think
put
Perry in the
went back to school or something.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know. I haven't seen Perry in a while.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
OG. Yeah, that was another thing. Leppy, you brought up a great point. And somebody else had brought it up. Like, I think Crypto Cornucopia was like, you know, expressing his hesitation on the Cubiverse in that he just spent a lot of money on merch that says Coin Hunt World on it, obviously. And somebody else was like, dude, that stuff is going to be worth so much more because people are going to want like the OG game like
That's true.
merch as opposed to like the new game. Like everybody always wants the OG stuff, right? So we're gonna have like the original Coin Hunt World like logos and all that stuff. So I wouldn't feel bad about it. I think it's gonna go for way more down the line.
Rebranding is always tough. It's like how many people do you lose during rebranding? And if you happen to blow up after you rebrand, then yeah, everyone's like, oh, what was the original shit? I want all the original shit. Sometimes people forget the original shit and they don't even know what it was. But I think with this group, no one would let anyone forget the original Coin Hunt World thing. I don't think.
No.
Yeah.
We're all too obsessed with being OGs.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't remember where it was. There's this. I'm in this new server on Discord apparently now. Someone had mentioned someone dressing up like an eggplant and like a peach. And I don't know why, like what they were talking about, but the costume party on the boat, there was a giant eggplant and a giant peach. There was a husband and wife duo. They had one of those like blow up suits, like the blow up dinosaur thing, but they were blow up peach and eggplant. It was great.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Wait, so was there a costume thing? There was no costume thing at all.
No costume thing. Not this year.
Well, next time we need to plan for a costume thing because,
definitely.
Man,
Just
I saw
any time this year.
Yeah,
I'm like next year. I want more socializing because I didn't even get to meet everybody. I didn't get to meet IDFK, and he was there and has probably brought his Black Cat hoodie, and he was probably wearing it, and I didn't even get to meet him.
Oh man, yeah. I feel like 2 days is not enough.
No
I
way.
mean, we tried
even
to do
3 days was not enough.
Yeah, we tried to do 2 days or one-ish day for Hawaii, and it was just like a few of us, and it wasn't enough.
No way.
So when there's that many people, no, you need a whole freaking week or something, which is why a cruise is good.
Yeah, totally. Hits all of the marks.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm kind of cruise happy. I freaking love them. I don't know if you can tell. I know they are horrible for the environment and they are like the least green travel option in the world. But man, it's so nice to just sit on a boat and wake up in a new place.
Yeah. And just get sun, like walk outside and just get sun whenever you want it.
So much sun.
Lovely.
God, I was searching for shade by the end of the trip. Like, because every concert was out on the pool deck and there was no shade, and we were out there for every concert, and I was red. Oh, man. Like, red.
But I thought you don't burn.
Yeah.
Except on a cruise. Minor exceptions.
I don't when I'm out, like, Oklahoma sun all day, whatever, but, like, surrounded by water, it reflects it back, like, and then when there is no shade to be found at all, like if I go in the shade when I feel too hot, then like I don't burn because like my body just like senses, oh, I want some shade now,
Yeah.
But I didn't have any. And there was no pool
no
either.
No overhead or anything? Dang, that's rough.
Well,
so you like literally have to go to your room,
or you have to go somewhere
inside.
You have to leave the concert because there was shady areas for the concerts, but those areas were packed and they were full, and like you had to reserve a spot really early if you wanted that. Yeah,
makes sense.
Anyway,
makes sense. Well, you look really tan. You don't look red.
Yeah, all the red's peeled. I'm still peeling a bit. Yeah, I'm wearing my new
QB shirt.
Yeah.
Yay! Love it.
I did wear a lot on the trip. I did not make any referrals. No one asked any questions.
God damn it.
I drank out of this cup every single day, and I wore this shirt most mornings, like I would start my day in this shirt and then I would change into whatever I needed for that day based on what was going on. No one asked any questions, but like that only is because like everyone had a unique shirt.
Yeah, I could see that.
So the first day was Rep Your Roots, and everyone was wearing shirts that showed off where they came from.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like,
I love that.
everyone had custom shirt. Like, I didn't even know what was going on, so I didn't. But, like, they all had 311 concert shirts from their place, you know.
You were from Coin Hunt World. It's fine.
Yeah, except I didn't wear this on the first day.
Oh, shucks.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Yeah, and so there were, like, different themed days that I wasn't even aware of until after they happened, which was stupid. But
then you forgot one of your shirts, didn't you? Right?
Oh my God. I specifically bought a 311 tank top for this trip and I forgot it at home. It was
sad fish.
And I saw like at least 5 different girls wearing my shirt on different days.
Smart.
Yep. So, and I didn't buy any merch because by the time there was so much stuff to do, by the time we got to the merch shop, like all the things I wanted were sold out. But they offered some stuff after the fact that you can buy online. They have this Hawaiian 311 shirt. It's like a Hawaiian shirt with like 311 logos, kind of like how Makiki Tiki's Hawaiian coin hunt shirt. Yeah. But like I can't convince my boyfriend to buy it. He won't wear a Hawaiian shirt. And I don't. What? I mean, it's not I don't wear shirts like that either.
Even for a cruise?
No, he doesn't.
No.
No. He's a crew neck t-shirt kind of guy. That's it. So, yep. And then
would have been sick though.
Like everyone but us was wearing 311 shirts the entire trip. Like, and so my boyfriend was wearing his 311 shirt with his 311 sweatshirt that I bought him for Christmas. He was wearing it. Oh, look, and now I'm starting to lose my voice. On the airplane to Miami. And every time I fly, I get a tomato juice. It's my thing.
Ew.
It's like,
why?
It's a thing.
Sorry.
It's not just me. It's actually a common thing. A lot of people get tomato juice on airplanes. And I read an article about it, something about how at altitude your body craves high salt content stuff. I never drink tomato juice any other time in my life, but I always get a tomato juice on an airplane. Always. It's weird. It's really just like a Bloody Mary mix. Yeah, it's weird. I don't even know why I just do it. It's just tradition.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there. Where was I? Middle seat? Yeah, I was middle seat. Feed goat. Korkio drinks your blood every time she flies. That's funny. So I was middle seat. My friend that came with us, she was sitting in the window seat, which was a mistake. I found out afterwards. My boyfriend was sitting in the aisle seat.
Oh boy.
So she has the tiniest. What did you
do, Korkio?
No, she has the tiniest bladder in existence, so she had to get up multiple times to go to the bathroom on this flight. And so I'm like standing up I'm back as much as I can, holding my tomato juice as like solid as I can, and she just fucking whacks it and spills tomato juice all over his only 311 stuff that he had, his sweatshirt and his shirt, and me too. Like my only sweatshirt that I had brought, even though it wasn't a 311 sweatshirt, it was the only one I had brought. Yep. And so as soon as we got to our hotel in Miami, I'm in the tub hand washing our clothes to get the tomato juice. Luckily, both of our sweatshirts were black and his t-shirt was black, so there was no stain. But there was tomato juice in it.
Yeah, because ew, right? I don't want that on you.
Yeah. And then we were freezing because we couldn't wear our sweatshirts like on the plane. So I know not to let that friend ever have the window seat ever again because of how small her bladder is. She needs an aisle seat. No, I will always have tomato juice. It wouldn't matter. We would have been soaked with ginger ale or something instead.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be in the bathtub trying to get it out. It would have just dried right up.
Yeah, but I would have still been freezing on the plane.
You could actually probably use ginger ale to get the tomato juice out of your shirt.
Anyway.
Oh, yeah. That's funny. Wait, that was the friend that went with you?
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't have let her live it down.
I totally
buying us new merch when we get there.
I honestly totally forgot about it until now. Too many other things happen, man.
Exciting things. Exciting times. Exciting weekends.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Speaking of exciting, if you find this episode exciting, feel free to hit that thumbs up that you see right underneath the video. Show us that you like it.
We always remember this at the point where there are the fewest people watching the video.
I know. I just noticed. I'm like, oh, man, we've lost like over 10 viewers. This is bad timing, but... we gotta find the opportunities when you can.
Right? Oh my goodness. So
go ahead.
I don't recommend South Beach just for COVID reasons. I feel really bad because we didn't know we had COVID until okay, so the couple that came with us started getting sick halfway through the trip, but for unmentionable reasons, we didn't know they were actually sick. We thought it was more just like the amount of drinking and other things they were doing that was causing them side effects.
Yes.
And then my boyfriend started getting sick and I started getting sick like the last day on the boat and then the day in Miami. And we walked around all over South Beach. Like all over South Beach. And then when we got home, we took COVID tests and found out that we had COVID. So I am so sorry, people of South Beach. Yes, so sorry. I didn't think I didn't feel sick. I had a sore throat, which I thought was the craziest thing.
Just like from the weekend.
Well, we were out in the middle of the ocean for most of the week, right? And then as soon as we dock in Miami that morning, I go outside to go up to the buffet to like make my morning tea, and it stinks. Like all you can smell is the smog of Miami, and it is disgusting. And it was mostly like when we were in Miami before, you couldn't smell it. But you could smell it because you had such fresh air for an entire week. And then all of a sudden you're coming back to smog, right? Yeah. So I'm thinking, oh, my throat's sore because all of a sudden I'm now breathing this shit air after having such nice air. So, yeah, I didn't really think. And I wasn't coughing. My boyfriend was coughing, but he also always coughs, and he gets allergies, and he has a really sensitive throat. Like, he can get sick at the drop of a hat from, like, anything. So, like, I really didn't think it was much. And like I said, my friends were partying a little too hard. Yeah. And then we realized that, like, on the plane, we were thinking, man, this could be COVID. And so we got tested, and then we're like, oh, fuck. So I'm really sorry. I normally wouldn't do that. And now, like, I'm not going out. I had to go to CVS today to get my Theraflu. I wore a mask. I mean, I, like, hid myself.
This is the first time you've ever caught COVID, so...
No, it's the second. This is my second COVID.
Oh, that's right. The kids brought it back. Like, that was this year or was that last year?
Okay, so
Because you
whenever
avoided it for like 2 years.
it was like 2.5 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not bad.
Yeah. So this is the
Also
second time.
avocados.
And I have to tell you, it's completely different than the first COVID. Completely different. The first COVID, all I did was sleep and I had a fever, but I just slept the entire time. I didn't even have a cough, nothing. It was intense sore throat. Like seriously painful for like a day or two. And then now the cough, and everyone else lost their sense of taste for like a day except for me. But see, and I didn't mention, when we were in Miami that last night, we went to I think it was rated the best Peruvian restaurant in the country for the past 12 years. Oh my God. Absolutely amazing. It's called Ceviche 105. There's a couple different locations, one in South Beach and one in downtown. And so we're eating the most flavorful ceviche I've ever had in my life, right? And they spend, like the couple that's with us, spent hundreds of dollars on like a whole lobster topped with ceviche, like all this great like stuff that doesn't have
the whole 9 yards.
There's no price on the menu. Like, that's how expensive it was, right?
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Yeah. They couldn't taste any of it. They couldn't. They had
point?
No sense of taste. Yeah, I'm like, why? I could taste it, and it was fucking wonderful. But yeah, they couldn't taste any of it. And I was still attributing that to the amount of other things that they were doing. Because, like, you know, I just thought, okay, they party too hard. They're destroying themselves, you know, whatever.
Taste buds, all of the things.
Yeah. But, yeah, it turns out it was COVID.
Jeez.
So I also apologize to Ceviche 105, which was a completely tightly packed restaurant.
Of course it was. Florida for you, baby.
So sorry. So sorry.
Honestly, I wouldn't worry about it because I feel like they're all like, what? What are you talking about? There's no COVID.
Yeah.
Okay,
whatever.
let's not get into the COVID talk, actually.
Yeah.
Our video's probably going to get flagged over this.
Maybe. Okay. So wait, what is Kevo talking about? Did Korkio steal the full show with the Korkio QB prototype? What is he saying?
I think he meant, did you see the full show with the Korkio QB prototype?
What? His show?
Did you watch? Yeah, there was there was a whole like 5-second clip of how he came to your custom QB. You missed it?
There was? Are we talking about the 4-minute video that he put? Okay.
Oh, wait. Kevin,
that he put on Twitter. A 4-minute video.
I don't know if that was actually in it. It was part of his presentation. Wait, Kevo, I don't know if it... there he goes. Okay, cool.
Awesome. Cool.
He did some awesome clips.
Oh,
yeah, 22 minutes is full show.
22 minutes? Wait,
the
full
animation
22
video.
A full 22-minute animated video. Or it was... Oh, so some of it was him talking.
Additional...
Okay. Got it.
He kind of like explained how he, conceptualizes certain QBs, custom QBs.
Got it.
And then like does a whole how do you call them, Kevo? They're like the sped up version of a video. Anyways, I don't know what they're called, but basically his whole process of creating that custom QB or whatever custom QB. He did one of the giraffe and like how he, made it, and I thought it was so fascinating.
Cool.
It was very cool.
Oh, the old Korkio hair. Oh, jeez. Yeah, we went through some different iterations of Korkio hair, man.
That she always brings up. Yeah, well, I don't know if you were in here earlier, but I was telling everybody that I finally reached out to you for a Pearl custom QB. And so I'm really excited to show that puppy off whenever you're done with the masterpiece. I'm very excited. Time lapse, that's what it's called. I'm not good with words today lapse. Or ever.
Speaking of custom creation things, Rainstorm reached out to me today.
Oh, yeah.
And asked if I could 3D print some trophies for his stream. So he's doing a like an anniversary, like a big anniversary stream. You know, the Riders Bar and Chill. And he's giving away trophies. Nice. And he's hiring me to 3D print them. And I'm really excited. Like, I'm going to have to, like, figure out how to design all this stuff. Though, he did send me a message, something about he might have gotten a 3D print file made already. I don't know. I'll have to look at it. But it's going to be fun to go through all of this and try and figure out how to... Like, these are going to be actual, like, big trophies that he's going to, be giving out to people. So I'm really excited for that.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing the response to our OG keychains was pretty good.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think, to be honest, I probably could have sold all of them off. Everybody kept coming up to me like, hey, remind me I have to get an OG keychain from you. And I'd be like, oh, remind me later. I'm sorry. Like, as you know, at the cocktail parties, let's do it. Yes. Because they'd come 5 minutes before one of the panels had to start, and it was just, the morning was just too crazy, and trying to keep this stuff going, and then setting up before the event, and then just getting interrupted by all of the things. For real, like I needed there to I was like, if Korkio was here, all of these would be gone. Gone. Sold. But we got through over half of them, so I thought that was not too shabby for the weekend. And yeah, thanks to everybody who got an OG keychain. Rubik's got one. Yeah, PBL and LBS got one. Feed Goat brought back home 5 for a bunch of San Diego hunters. So
awesome.
Wally's and Marco, thank you all. Just the response has been amazing. Is This Allowed is bringing one back for Steve, Crypto Cornucopia. So yeah, it was great. Everybody loved them.
And so you're sending me the rest of them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if anyone wants one that didn't get one, reach out to me on Discord, and we can make that happen. It'll just be the cost plus the shipping, and we can do it with PayPal or Zelle or whatever. Oh my god, that's a good idea! OG keychain on the Christmas tree. I love
it's
that.
Genius.
Yeah.
Leppy also got a keychain. Yep, Giant Bone. Everybody. Those are awesome.
Yeah, so if you want one, we'll still have them. I can send them to you. And I want to do more of that.
Yeah.
I really do.
Should think about an Etsy shop or something like that.
Yeah, I was thinking that. So I'm gonna have to get some blue filament for Rainstorm's trophy thing. And I should have some left over that I can use to make blue bees or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, I figured out how to do the multiple colors in one print thing.
Nice.
So, we could make some Christmas ornaments, which granted Christmas just ended, but we can come up with stuff, I'm sure.
You just reminded me, I have to give one more thank you for somebody else who did something custom this week. Makiki Tiki brought, I purchased another one of his tiki mugs for Marvin's house because his birthday was this past week. And so that was kind of my birthday gift to him that he could enjoy while we were in Vegas. And nice. It was 1,000 times better in person. And I'm sure it wasn't the most convenient thing to travel with, and amongst all of the other wonderful things that he brought. And I'm sure I wasn't the only person that bought a mug. So thank you, Makiki Tiki, for bringing that over from Hawaii. And Marvin's house just absolutely lost his mind. He loves it. It's got like a little octopus on its front side.
Really?
And, yeah, it's sick. I should actually
really
go
cool.
grab it, but it's good.
Yeah. Well, you'll have to tweet a picture or something because I want to see it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why. I guess I didn't realize he was selling. Like you could order them, or he was selling them. Because I would have bought one by now because those are amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
You can still reach out to him if I'm sure he has a few left. He posted them on Discord like a week before. We were leaving for the fest, but now I'm trying to recall. There were some left, but there were a lot that were sold. But yeah, you can do that. And then I think the reason that I went for it, because he was obviously going to be at the fest and I wouldn't have to pay for shipping. That made the most sense. But heck, I mean, worth it. Worth every penny. Like, so good.
Yeah. Yeah, they're amazing. Absolutely amazing. Like, I wish I had that kind of skill. I rely on machines.
I mean, that still takes skill, though, girl.
I mean...
And also, like, doing the shirts and everything, that's not all machines.
Well, I mean, if I made the shirts, that would be one thing, but I just put some pictures on a screen.
Everybody's got their creative outlet, and you guys both do very well in yours.
I enjoy it a lot. I have so much fun with it.
Yes,
and actually,
Bluebee keychains next, or Bluebee Christmas ornaments next. I'm down for Christmas ornaments. Jaibone's giving us great ideas here.
Yeah. So my boyfriend was talking about, like, maybe once we're in the new house, I mean, we're not going to do it before then, but he was talking about how I guess he had just bought the 3D printer that he bought as a...
Bless you.
Sorry.
Salud.
I guess he just bought the 3D printer he bought as a test run, which I didn't realize that was a thing. Because it's a mini. It only has like an 8x8 bed. And I mean, it was still a few $100, but like, I didn't realize he wanted to get a bigger one.
Bigger?
But I guess he wants to get a bigger one. And Feedgo, I can't Photoshop either. I've never even used Photoshop, so
because you use Paint.
Yeah.
So you're even more skilled.
It's a free program. I just use the free shit. I won't even pay for those things. Anyway. So he was talking about buying a bigger one. And then I was thinking maybe Ladies of the Hunt should buy his old one from him. So then it's ours and we can print whatever we want. And
1000%
make a shop and whatever. I mean, we could do an Etsy shop, but I don't know that we need Etsy necessarily. I don't know.
It's the shipping that always
well, because you still have to
being really expensive.
You still have to do that through Etsy. Like, Etsy is just an online store, right?
No, I know, but they do like a flat rate shipping, right? Or, well, that's at least how, or Poshmark or something like that. But Etsy at least gives you the more seamless ability to like ship overseas and
but
calculate those costs.
They still like
take
you
a percentage.
Still bring your item to the post office and mail it out just like you normally would, and Etsy will just give you the money.
Create a label for you.
Oh, do they create a label and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
QB cookie cutters. Oh, I can do that. I can do that. I can 3D print cookie cutters, no problem. Like, that would be easy. Easy.
QB cookie cutters are genius.
Yeah.
So we need to advertise this stuff somewhere, right? So
yeah. Well, and I originally was thinking, like, remember when the Wiki wanted to have their like aggregate shop where like anyone that was making things could put it on the Wiki shop, but then they haven't done that because they have that other shop, so that doesn't exist anywhere. I don't know. I mean,
or we just like make a Ladies of the Hunt website or something that has capabilities of.
I know that
doing this?
YouTube has something. Like YouTube allows for a merch shop.
Oh, that would be awesome.
I don't know if you could just put your own things on there, or if they actually like link to a shop. Like if they, So I don't know. If anyone knows the best way to do this, I mean, I was thinking just advertise the shit in Discord and have people just message me when they want stuff. I mean, I don't know. Just
but your DMs are going to be blowing up.
But that's the easiest way for me to stay on top of it. Like if I have a notification, then I look at the thing and then I do the thing and then the notification isn't there anymore. Like, I don't know. I feel like that would be the easiest way for me to stay on top of it. And maybe we start with that and see what the demand is before we like make a shop or something. But yes, I can do QB cookie cutters. Okay, so this will take some time. So like I can't do anything right now because it's still tax season and I'm still renovating another house to move into it soon. If I find
and she has the lovely gift of COVID.
Well, yeah. It's not really limiting me except for making me cough stuff onto everything. But
at least it's not tomato juice, okay?
Yeah. So, I will definitely do those soon, and I will let you know as soon as I do it. It might take some time for me to get around to that, but I love the idea of a QB cookie cutter. I think it should be pretty simple. I think. Cookies. Yeah. I think that'd be pretty cool. And then the QB gingerbread man.
Yeah, the options are endless. Well, I mean, how it's the same shape though, so right?
Yeah.
Maybe it has some things. I don't know. But the yellow dragon would be cool. Fire dragon would be cool.
Yeah. Well, there's those
grass head QB cookies.
there's those cookie cutters that aren't just, they're like cookie stamps. They also do indents on the top of the cookie.
Oh, okay.
Like I could possibly do something like that. I could do multiple. I could do all day. I could do a collection, like an assortment. So you order the QB cookie cutter collection, and you get a basic QB cookie cutter, and then maybe like a couple of QB stamps, and yeah. Leppy's tracking over here. Yep.
Crashman says there's 4 deer staring at him while he answers a vault.
Staring with their eyeballs.
With their eyeballs.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, because he said starting at me.
Oh.
He meant staring with their eyeballs.
Oh, so Feedgo actually wants imprint presses, not just outline cookie cutters. Okay, yeah. That's what I was thinking, like an imprint press. Yes.
Nice.
Man. Ducks don't have autocorrect. Stand your ground.
What could possibly go wrong? Crash, if anything, just put us on speaker. Tell me if I need to talk louder. I'll scare him. My voice is pretty scary sometimes.
And now there's a fox sounding like it's being... Are you sure it's a fox and not... Is it a Fisher cat?
No!
Because because they always sound like they're being murdered or murdering something.
Scary.
Oh man, so many things. So yeah,
I'm not breaking eye contact except to post messages here.
So cookie cutters, cookie presses, bluebies, ornaments. If you guys have any ideas that you want to throw out there and have me try, like I'll take all the ideas. It'll take a while, like I said, to do them, but get my brain working. I'll get to a point where I can't stop thinking about it and I have to just do it, and then I'll do it. I'll be doing a tax return and I'll be not being able to stop thinking about cookie cutters, and I'll just be like, I'm just gonna make the freaking cookie cutter. Like that's
just gonna
what will
get
happen.
one order out of the way.
Yeah. So yeah, those things will happen. I don't own, like, the 3D printer is not owned by Lady of the Hunt yet. That might be in the future. So right now I still have to ask permission to use the 3D printer because it is not ours. I mean, it's ours. It's my boyfriend's, but like, he's like, oh, I don't want you mass producing things on my machine and wearing it out. But once it's ours, then I can mass produce whatever the hell I want on that thing. So anyway.
And then we'll start bugging him for his bigger one.
Maybe if we have to print big things. I mean, yeah.
You never know.
Anyway. So if you guys have ideas of things you want me to print, let me know, and I will definitely look into it, try and figure it out.
But in the meantime, we definitely have some OG keychains left over. So if you are interested in purchasing any of those, feel free to reach out to Korkio via DM on Discord, please.
Please.
And we will arrange that accordingly.
Yes. And I mean, of course, we always still have, as you likely saw in Vegas, all the custom shirts and the hats and the koozies. There's other things like notebooks, like you got, Mama, and then oh, you have it handy even.
Of course I do. Of course I do. It's right on my desk here.
Nice.
Look at it, it's not disappearing.
Nice.
Wait. There she is. Damn it. Full sun, straight to the moon. Yes, I still have Korkio. I'm gonna hang on to her for some trips. You can take her hunting with me.
Yay. Yeah, so those things are available on the shop if you want something. If you see something in the shop that you want to customize, just message me and we can make custom pretty much anything that you see in the shop. I'm all about it. There's like little kid onesies. There's cooking aprons, like chef aprons. There's all different kinds of things. Crashman, I don't know if I can make jingle bells.
No, I think he's responding to Feed Goat saying Crash needs a hunting outfit with shine to ward off the wildlife. And he said, maybe some jingle bells to recruit the deer.
There you go. Yeah.
Get those referrals, Crashman. That neon Crashman glow. Yes, you were very well dressed, sir. Definitely loved your outfits in Vegas.
Did he bring the Sally Struthers wig with him? Because that would have been great.
Not that I saw. Unless he had like an after hours at karaoke or something.
I mean, Sally. If he had like played two parts on the panel and like he had gone for a bathroom break and come back as that. Yeah, man, that was a great coin hunt moment in history. It really was.
I agree. Yeah. Bring Sally back.
Right.
Who knows? Yeah. Maybe she'll be on their hunt tomorrow. Ooh. Their Monday night trash hunt.
No, you're putting them on the spot. Trash
just
hunt.
Kidding.
They're just dumpster diving.
Hey, I'm not above it. Sorry, trash. No pressure.
strap a sandwich board with your QR code on a deer. Oh my goodness.
You guys are too much.
Yeah. Well, interesting
okay?
things you see while hunting. There you go.
Yeah, right? Covered. Check. You guys are filling that in for us.
Mm-hmm.
Would everybody be okay if we skip Chat GPT?
I was thinking
today?
the same thing.
Okay.
I
can tell we're both getting the sleepy yawnies and not the sleepy ha-has. If it was sleepy ha-has, I'd say let's go for it. It's perfect timing, but oh, okay.
Yeah.
Crashman said, no Sally in Vegas. I'll see if I can bring her out tomorrow. No pressure, sir. Maybe the next fest. We'll try to arrange something.
Yeah. Yeah.
No spoilers,
right.
though.
Well, it sounds like you guys all had a blast in Vegas. I'm sorry I couldn't be there, but I will fucking for sure be at the next one. Nothing will come in the way of the next coin hunt event. Like,
not even the Star Trek cruise.
Yeah, not even the Star Trek cruise. I think my boyfriend realizes like how like I think he now understands what I missed out on and why it was such a big deal. And
why do you say now he understands?
Well, because like in the beginning, like I wasn't ever gonna pick Coin Hunt Fest over the 311 cruise because I had booked the 311 cruise first, and we had already had friends that were going with us and everything. Like it was already kind of set in stone. Yeah. But like if I had said, if they'd happened like at the same time and I had to make a decision, he would not have understood it all if I had picked Coin Hunt Fest over the 311 cruise.
Yeah.
And I think now he sees, oh, this was a little bit bigger than what I thought it was. And I actually did miss out on a lot. And I think now going forward, he might understand if I make sure that I am definitely at the next thing. Like, that I can't miss it. Yeah.
You can just show him the chat in our stream tonight.
Right? Yeah. I mean, you guys were definitely there was a lot of you here tonight, and I appreciate that. Everyone showing up to tell me all about the things I missed.
I know, I'm sorry. I was just gonna end it with, I'm really sorry for totally inducing full FOMO for you. And
I'm glad I get
the whole stream to talk about it, but
I'm glad I get to like kind of experience it through everyone being excited to tell me what happened. Like at least I get to hear all about it. I mean, it would suck if I missed it and I also didn't have anyone to tell me about like what it was like.
Well, and you had a bunch of people that obviously left pins with me for you and all that fun stuff. So there is a little care package heading your way shortly. I think I'm gonna have some time on Monday to send it out, so I'll get that sent out to you on Monday. And
I'm so excited for that.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I have
happy hour.
I have at the new house. Did you say it's happy hour, or did I? Oh shit! Oh, mystery boxes too, right?
Oh shucks. Let's do it. Let's see. You got another 50.
So at the new house, in my new office, I have like room for shrines, right?
Yeah.
And I expected I was going to have a coin hunt shrine because I have so much random coin hunt stuff. Oh, excuse me. Man, I think I have hiccups now. But now with you sending me the care package, I'm going to have so much. Fuck. Oh, man.
Your hiccups are so cute.
Not when they turn into hic burps. I hate the hic burps. But yeah, I'm gonna have so much more stuff for the shrine. But now I also have a whole bunch of stuff for a 311 shrine because remember those pillboxes I made? We turned basically one pillbox into like 4 311 items, and
that's amazing.
Oh my god! Like the like the rubber bracelet things. I've got enough to fill both my arms to the elbow. And they're all different.
That's a lot.
They're all different.
That's amazing.
stickers. I actually had a temporary 311 tattoo on my chest for half the cruise. We got bumper stickers, regular stickers. I got 8 blue keys just now, so not a 50 blue key.
Oh man, and it's okay. It'll come tomorrow.
We got so much stuff, including official posters from the band as gifts in our rooms, and then we also got
Awesome.
beach towels. Like they gave us like 311, like the whole logo beach towels.
That's sick.
Yeah, but like lots of stuff. So I'm gonna have a 311 shrine and a coin hunt shrine, and with all the stuff that you collected from Vegas, man, it's just gonna be overflowing. There's gonna be so much.
Yeah.
I have an entire wall that's a pegboard that I'm going to basically put all the pins in the pegboard.
Nice.
And yeah, it's gonna. I actually am gonna get, like, you know how in the stores they actually have like things that they put in the pegboards to like hang things on it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a couple of those just for the fucking 311 bracelets. So
you could get those like cool. They do like stands, right? Like acrylic stands where you could just like stack them.
Oh
and,
yeah,
like have them on a shelf, or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. However you do it, it's gonna look fantastic. Just because I've seen the rest of your homes.
There's gonna be
you're right.
so much.
She said totally needed temporary tattoos for the fest.
Oh,
totally agree. QB tattoos, temporary tattoos.
How do you make temporary tattoos? There's got to be.
That's a good question.
Someone find out. I want to make temporary tattoos. Oh,
that's a good question. I don't know. What?
So the Adventure Road is telling me I need to list something in the auction house. Someone tell me what you want to buy. I'm going to put it in the auction house. I have lots of shit. I mean, I've got lots of different QBs, lots of footballers and cats and tikis as duplicates, which no one wants those really. Jesus.
You got blood? I'll buy blood off you.
I have 250 blood. I don't think I'm selling that. That's kind of
you should hold on to it.
My buffer.
What about soccer balls? You have soccer balls you're selling? Maybe not either, because we printed a lot.
Well, I have yet to print the big dude, right?
Yeah.
I have not printed
does he take?
the winner.
10,000?
He takes 10,000. You know how many soccer balls I have? 4,800.
Oh shit. Okay, so no.
Yeah.
Key cards?
I also can't do key cards because I haven't. I have to print a pilot. I don't have a fire heart or fire crystals to sell. Cinnamon sticks or chopsticks, maybe. Let's see. I have 318 cinnamon sticks. How much do you need for the wombat? It's like 200, right?
200, I think. Double check.
And then, what else takes cinnamon sticks? Lots of stuff.
The gingerbread.
Oh, why does this come up on the screen? Here we go.
Well, I'm looking on the wiki right now.
Why are it coming up on this screen? I don't want this screen. There we
go. Gingerbread, marshaller, and wombat. Gingerbread needs a single cinnamon stick, while the wombat needs 200.
And then how much does marshaller?
Only 2.
So I could do cinnamon sticks. What about chopsticks? How much does Pat Marita need?
A lot. It's like stupid. Let me see here. Chopsticks you also need for all this. I don't know about all of them, but the sushi kibis.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah. So both sushi kibis. So you need 1,000 for Pat Marita, 200 for the regular sushi chef, and then 1,000 for the master sushi chef.
Okay. I don't have enough to sell chopsticks then. Let's see. I also don't have air hearts. Sorry if you go. But okay, so
purple paint. Purple paint's a good one. That sells. I won't bid on it, but that sells.
Ahoth, are you wanting purple paint? I mean, I will do. Jybone, I am not selling my Fire Dragon QB. Are you on crack? Though, I mean, we know Jybone, she's not on crack. But okay, so cinnamon sticks, Figo, how many cinnamon sticks would you want? Oh yeah, all the people who just got the sushi chef need chopsticks, but I'm not. I need to keep those. So
Cinnamon would be a good one.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can check how. Because I feel like people are listing them in bigger batches now, so it's kind of like hard to tell. It's hard to tell like what the real cost is for them. So like on the price history, it starts oldest. Okay, so
Flesh is selling, really? And silk?
Dang. The silk you need for. Dang, I was just looking up all of these recipes the other day.
You need it for the
wombat. You also need it for the wombat.
Silk?
Yeah. And then all of the QB Air randomizers, the flight attendant ones.
Good night, Jybone.
Oh, good night, lovely.
Cinnamon sticks are being sold in 150 batches.
She said what? Crack? Maybe something else.
Maybe something else, yeah.
So funny.
Well, the cinnamon sticks are definitely selling.
I put up my red QB if anybody wants to go for that. Nobody wants my red QB. I put it up every time.
I've got one I could sell as well, but silk, let's see. Silk doesn't look like it's going 1 for 1. I mean, it looks like 3 for 1. You know?
It's not the best time for in the auction house at the moment, but
and flesh,
especially not when everybody has to sell. Oh, I'm getting sleepy.
Flesh isn't bad. Do I have flesh to sell? I probably have plenty of flesh to sell. Figo, you gotta tell me how many cinnamon sticks you want.
Chandler says, dude, chopsticks, they're selling.
Yeah, I'm not.
She's gotta hold on to those. Yeah, she's gotta hold on to those guys. Anybody want cinnamon sticks? Going once. Going twice.
1,000 chunks of flesh, 200 and
straight to the auction house.
So I still need 1,200 because I have it. Oh no, I did print the zombie. We had to print the zombie for the quest line, didn't we? Wait, do we have to print the skeleton for the quest line?
Yeah, the skeleton we did, and the zombie, I think. Yeah. BRB, going to grab a quick beverage.
Good idea.
Auction house it.
Okay, I've already printed the zombie and the skeleton, so I could do chunks of flesh. I've got a good amount. Let me know what amount you would want. Or cinnamon sticks. So I guess I'm selling one of those two things. If you guys let me know. Or something else. Gatorade wants the flesh. BRB bathroom break. Oh my. So I was walking down the South Beach strip. And my friend had to go to the bathroom because, like I said, she has a really small bladder, right? Okay, you're just coming in at the beginning of this story because Kevo said BRB bathroom break, right? And remember I said
going.
I probably have flesh to sell. It sounds naughty. Yes, Crash Man, it does sound naughty.
It does sound naughty.
So remember I said that my friend that came with us on the trip has a very small bladder. So she had to go to the bathroom a lot, right? And we walked around South Beach for hours. And I told them, okay, every time she has to go to the bathroom, we should say BRB instead of just like announcing out like to the world. She has to go to the bathroom, right? We just say, okay, we need a BRB. And they're like, what is BRB? I was like, bathroom break. They're like, that doesn't make sense. It's one word. I'm like, it doesn't matter. That's what we say on my stream. It's BRB.
It's a play on words. Get with it.
Yeah. So I tried to make the thing happen. The thing didn't happen. Oh, well. Okay, no one's telling me what they want. Gatorade wants the flesh. Who is Gatorade?
Gatorade is one of the Discord player.
Oh.
Well, a coin hunter, but also he's in the Discord.
Well, that doesn't help me if you say Gatorade wants the flesh. I guess that means you don't want the flesh.
Yeah. Somebody wants it.
Okay, well, maybe I'll sell Feed Goat some cinnamon sticks if she ever lets me know how many she wants. Anyway, yeah, we should.
What else could I use?
We should go
Let
to
me look
bed.
really quick. I know. We should. Hold on. Let me see if there's anything.
Gator roll. I know Gator roll.
Oh, maybe that's what he meant. Because
Yeah.
I think that's who.
Hello, yeah, Gatorade.
Damn, autocorrect.
Autocorrect is not your friend.
Ducking autocorrect.
Yeah. Speaking of having to put things in adventure up, that they need to keep that one red key skeleton floor. Oh. So how's your adventure road going?
Oh, pretty good. I'm on tier 22, halfway. What about you? I'm scared to ask.
I'm halfway to today's current date. No, I'm not even halfway to today's current date.
Wait, no, that's great. When you were gone for so long.
That's not what you think it means.
oh shoot. Okay.
I saw that it was the 19th. I was thinking, oh, if I'm at tier like 9, that's like halfway. I'm not even there. I'm at tier 8.
You got me.
Though I have been a little bit more aggressive with it this month because I knew that I was going to be gone. So like every time I do leave the house, which because I had to run errands before the trip and I've had to run errands after the trip, like every time I leave the house, I make a little loop. Like I go out of my way to get extra vaults. And I've been putting things in the auction house every time I see it, and problem is like it's tough. Like
I have one that maybe you might be willing to sell.
What?
Bat wings? You have bat wings you might be willing to part with?
Bat wings. What do I got? I have 285. What do we need bat wings for?
Bat wings are for the witch.
Which I haven't printed yet.
Let me see how many she takes.
She takes 200.
There you go. I'd buy like what are you at? 280? If you want to get rid of like 30 to round it out.
Are they selling well?
Yes. Because they don't hit the auction house very often.
There's a bunch in there right now.
Are there? I wasn't even looking. I was just going through the top ones I've been bidding on. But if you put in a listing for well, I also don't want to get banned. So.
I mean, if you pay a regular price, then you won't get banned. Right now, the best or the let's see. Those don't have a bid. Yeah. 20. There's one 20 2 clocks for 49. That's actually really good.
Wait, 20 bat wings at
For
2 clocks?
Yeah. For 49 keys.
That's outrageous.
Yeah, I'd make some seriously good money that way. If I sold them at a price like that. There's 60 for 103 keys with 3 clocks.
Oh, okay, that's still that's like, oh my God.
With 3 clocks especially, like yeah, I'm fucking selling bat wings. Forget the rest of you. I'm putting bat wings in the auction house.
They're going for expensive. I used to get them for so cheap when that event came around.
Are you selling witches?
No, I'm just stacking right now.
Stacking bat wings, huh?
Just stacking all of the things.
Okay, so I have two
like resource strategies in my head that probably won't come to fruition, but you never know.
I used to have resource strategies like that, but I don't have keys for resource strategies like that anymore. Okay, so I have 285. To make it a round number, I'll put 35 in the auction house. How's that?
Okay, I'll take it.
So, no, I don't want to buy. I want to sell. Find the bat wings. Bat wings. This is probably not a smart move on my point because it's one of the few epic resources that isn't being used for other things yet. You're probably smart to be buying these.
I know.
I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay, so how many do you want to stack?
They're still selling at a really good price. You know?
Yeah, I'll get a good amount of keys for it. And right now I kind of need the keys more than I need the future bat wings.
The future potential, who knows what.
Yeah. 35, confirm. Starting bid.
What'd you list them?
35 of them for 20. I always do everything at 20.
Okay.
Confirm, okay. Spend the green key. Auction was successfully listed. Yay. And then we go to Adventure Road. Claim that. I'm still on tier 8. Oh, are you bidding on it right now?
Yes.
That's great. Oh man,
Yay.
Did you already do it? Oh, yep. Nice. Thank you.
That's just my starting bid.
Yeah, well, of course, that's fine. I'd rather you start low, and then someone's going to outbid you, and then it gets on the hot list.
Exactly.
That's why I put it on at
Big
20.
brain moves.
Yep. That's why I always list everything at 20. I don't ever list things higher than that. All right. Well,
time to call it.
Yeah. It's
you powered through. I'm so proud.
It's a little too far removed from my Theraflu. My nose is starting to run all over my face, and my tickle. It's very tickly in here. Not the good kind.
Is there a good kind back there?
I don't know. There's good tickles. I guess. I don't know.
Ask trash tubers about my tickle story.
Oh, I thought you were gonna tell me to ask Elmo or something.
Because
tickle me Elmo. I mean, Elmo likes tickles.
Okay. Okay. Like, what? Who's doing this stuff with Elmo?
It's a tickle me Elmo. I don't own one. I'm not tickling Elmo, but it's a thing. It was like the hottest toy from like, I don't know what year. Anyway. All right.
Well, excellent turnout tonight. Thanks for powering through this episode, Korkio. We missed you so much during the fest, and it just makes me that much more excited for next year's fest. And
and Coin Hunt Cruise.
Yes. Everybody vote for Coin Hunt Cruise 2024.
Oh, I don't know if they would be ready for it next year, man. It's a big
maybe
undertaking.
2025. Yeah.
We need some time.
We'd have to start planning it now.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially if we have to get a company like 6 Man or something like that on board. Yeah.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm already like amped for next year, and just like we're going to be referencing it all the time now. So
do we know that there's definitely one of these next year?
Maybe not exclusively. We don't know. If there's not one next year, then we're doing FanFest.
Well, I mean, because
We
this
can
time of
alternate.
year sucks. Like, I don't want to do things this time of year. I want to do October. I want to do the Fan Fest in Oklahoma in October. That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
But I don't know if
Wouldn't
we
it be
have
fun
time to play
to
in
do
that.
like a Halloween fan fest where we could go, like, we
That's
could
what I'm
actually
saying.
do like a costume contest, and you'd like dress up for Halloween, and hunt the Halloween event all together. Oh, that would be a blast.
Yeah. Yep. I think it'd be awesome.
Someone said it seemed like a series finale.
Maybe he means the fest.
Oh,
like it's
like
the
a close to Coin Hunt World, and then that means we're gonna have to have another party at the inception of Cubiverse, though. So that's like in a couple of months. We have no time to plan. Oh my god.
Crash Man, it's not confirmed. It's not confirmed for next year.
What?
Don't do that to us.
Yeah,
We've
don't put that
got
on me.
a lot of things going on here, all right? There's a lot of other things. We're busy people. We want to do it. We just have to make sure we have the time first.
Yes, for sure.
Anyway.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I need to go to bed.
Okay. Yeah. Love you all. Like, subscribe, follow, all the things if you haven't already. Oh, Leppy, you're coming up with good ideas. Okay, we'll have to pick it up next week. And yes, thank you all for being here tonight. And if you want to know G Keychain, reach out to Korkio tomorrow or this week. All the things.
All the things.
Yes. Did I hit everything? Probably not, but
probably not, but whatever.
Hopefully we'll see you next weekend.
Love you all. Good night. And we'll see you soon. Happy hunting.
Happy hunting.